Right. Hello, everybody. And welcome to an enticing National League South clash between Hampton and Richmond Borough FC and Eastbourne Borough FC. I'm here with Mr. Jake Holmes, the sweet dulcet tones of Jake Holmes. How are you doing, Jake?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I'm enjoying the nicer weather, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's even though it's end of February, it's picked up a little bit, which is never really going to complain about it. We're starting to get to that weather where it's making you excited for the summer and the World Cup. So, yeah, life's looking a bit more positive.
Yeah, I'm a bit sad that the sun today has gone behind a cloud. We've got some grey skies covering us at the moment, but it's shaping up to be good footballing weather. So looking forward to a good clash.
Like they say, every cloud, and hopefully this will be the alternative. So yeah, looking for a good game today, and we've got a real opportunity to, I think, really put any relegation threats to bed here today. What's your take on the importance of a victory here today?
Well, it is being touted as 6 point Saturday today, and I think that sums it up. I think from a Hampton and Richmond Borough perspective, we've got to be looking for a win today. I think the gap at the moment is 8 points between us and Eastbourne Borough, and I'm just looking at now, we are currently 5 points clear of relegation. So a win today puts us well clear of Eastbourne Borough. So I think that's got to be the aim here today.
Yeah, I think also when you take into account, you said the points we are above, but also take into account the amount of points we've taken on that momentum we've been on in the last few weeks, few months. I think we're definitely on such an upward trajectory that if we can get a victory here today, I think it really puts us in a steady stand for the rest of the season. I think we can see it out without too many nerves. Yeah,
especially with Enfield around the corner as well. We've got another game against them coming up. So I think this is really important for the confidence and hoping the boys can get a result today. But anyway, with kickoff fast approaching, we are currently 13 minutes away from kickoff today. Shall we run through the teams? Do you want to do that?
I'll let you go for it.
Oh, you'll let me go. Okay, so I'll start off with the home team today. So in goal, Marcus Dewhurst. Then number 3, Edwino Vaz. Number 8, Sam Deadfield. Number 9, Craig Fassen-Made. Number 10, Max Kretschmar. Number 14, Aaron Lacey. Number 18, Sam Ashford. Number 23, Charlie Sayers. Number 26, Kwaku Frimpong. Number 30, David Longking. And number 37, Louis Fernandez. So, Jake, looking at that lineup, what are your thoughts here?
I think it's an interesting lineup. I quite like it. I think I've said quite regularly how much I do like Longking in this team. I think he looks great. He's a great addition to the squad. And overall, I think it's a very strong team. We've started to kind of have some players come back from injury, and we've got a bit more strength on that bench. We've recruited well, and I think it's a very optimistic team, and I'm looking forward to some good football.
Absolutely. And you mentioned the subs there. I'll run through the substitutes quickly. So number 5, Ronan Silva. Number 6, Archie Vaughan. Number 7, Brendan Kiernan. Number 24, Alan Massey. Number 25, Harry Gardner. Number 27, Mike Atkinson. And number 39, Reece Grego Cox. So, and then we'll run through the away team very quick. So, in goal for Eastbourne Borough, number 33, Rohan Luthra. Then the lineup goes number 2, Dan Quick. Number 3, Isaac Pitblado, former Beaver here at the Bev. Number 6, Kai Corbett. Number 9, George Alexander. 5 goals in his last 5 games. Probably the man to look out for today. Number 12, Adam May. Number 15, Craig Eastmond. Number 20, Arthur Grout. Number 22, Harvey Lintott. Number 25, Harry Phipps, captaining Eastbourne Borough today. And number 26, Matthew Burgess. And the subs very quickly. Number 13, Alex Hobson. Number 5, Laith Farney. Number 7, Archie Taylor. Number 14, Will Armitage. Number 23, Tate Trusty. Number 29, Kingsley Anoik. And Harvey Skeeters makes up the bench. So, Jake, we are fast approaching kickoff, 10 minutes now. What are we going to expect today? What can those who have come down to the Bev today on this fine Saturday gonna see?
One thing I think we can probably guarantee is a very strong first 20 minutes, a very strong last 20 minutes. I feel like all season that's been the two tail ends of the game, bookends of the game have been where we've been strongest, and I think we've seen even results that haven't necessarily gone the way we would have liked. That's where we've seen our best football, and that's where we've seen the most maybe excitement. This is not this is not a stadium where you want to turn up late and leave early. You want to be here right from the first kickoff and right to the last whistle, because you never quite know what's going to happen in those dying 10 minutes. We've seen some remarkable saviours in those dying, even in added time, some gaining points that didn't seem possible. And so, yeah, I think borderline guaranteed that 40-minute combined total, we're going to see some real exciting football in those time periods.
Definitely. I think, unfortunately, I haven't been able to get down to the Bev in quite a while now. I think it's been about a month, but I did catch on the watch along. I think Kayleigh and Jack were on it. The comeback against Hornchurch to bring it back to 2-2. That seemed like a real turning point for us. That seemed like something that really gave us a bit of momentum going forward, and I think that's something that we've kind of brought.
Yeah, I hate being one of those pundits who just sits there and says, oh, it's confidence, oh, it's personality, all these things. But at this level, I think it has such a bigger impact than people maybe appreciate. And having that resilience within the squad with kind of, I know he's been at the helm for a while now, but I guess you can still call Douse the new manager.
We can call him the new manager.
Yeah, he's new this season at least.
He's newest.
Newish, yeah. Having that kind of bounce, having that kind of squad and belief, and I think it means that it carried into the next squad with this kind of never say die attitude, which has been so vital for us. And it means that even when results now don't go our way in the dying moments, we go into the next game unfazed, and I think that's going to be a real difference maker for us long term.
No, absolutely, and I think we've seen that this group do have the talent to get results against big teams. Like we've seen that. We saw, like, in the cup. Unfortunately, we got knocked out by Eastleigh in the next round, but the 1-0 win to Merthyr, that was a top quality result. So the players definitely have the ability, and I think Douse and the culture around the squad is really building, and that's really exciting to see.
Notable, I do want to say, to the starting 11, your boy Charlie Sayers.
Yes, returning today.
Yep.
The Charlie Sayers, we believe, keep it quiet, but he might be playing left back today, which he hasn't played much of, I will be honest. I don't think I've seen Charlie Sayers at left back. I think he's primarily been on the left side of a 3. So it'll be interesting to see how he goes there today. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm excited to see him. I think, he's an athletic player. He's big. He's physical. He's what you want at this level. He's strong, and I think from a set piece, he offers a lot of danger aerially. So yeah, I think he's a great addition to have back into the squad.
Yeah, that was one thing I noticed looking at the squad today. I'm noticing a lot of physicality.
Yeah.
Obviously, we know about Long King, we know about Fernandez, we know about Sayers, and we've got Ashford as well. And we've got a lot of physicality in this squad, so set pieces could be dangerous.
Well, I think we've always had a somewhat of a threat from set pieces. The delivery has been, for the most part, pretty good. And it's where sometimes we really do threaten the opposition and really do challenge that back line, especially when you're up against a low block, or maybe the game's not quite flowing, constant stop and starts. You can really challenge a keeper from a set piece. And so now having a few more players in there who can win it, get on the end of something, really challenge a centre half, and really cause some danger in that final kind of like that no man's land in the box, I think it can only be a good thing.
I think they call it the mid-goal space.
The mid-goal space.
The corridor of uncertainty.
Okay. I only know the corridor of uncertainty as a cutback.
Really?
I only know it that way, yeah.
No, I'm in De Bruyne curling it into the mid-goal space, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, no, we are getting ever close to kick-off. We've got the players coming out very shortly, and the sun is out here at the Bev.
It's a lovely display, kind of making I believe it's the under-7s team, with their flags in the air, making a great walkway tunnel onto the pitch for the players when they do take to the field. It just adds a little bit something to the ground, a bit of reminds you that this club is more than just the 11 players on the pitch, and there's a whole community behind it.
Absolutely, there's a really good feel about the ground today, with seats slowly filling up behind us, as you can probably see. And yeah, a quick mention on Eastbourne's recent form, actually, because so they've gone 2 out of their last 5, but I think that's slightly misleading. What would you say to that, Jay?
Yeah, I mean, Eastbourne have been good. They've had a few narrow defeats. I mean, they are in the relegation zone. Maybe good's a bit generous for me there. I think they've probably had a few results that are a bit unlucky, but we're not looking to add to any of their luck today. We're hoping that we can take all 3 points from it. Absolutely,
yeah. They've had a very tough run, and we're one of those tough teams.
Yeah,
we are one of those tough teams. So if you look at their last 5, they've They beat Maidstone 3-1. They lost to Western 3-1. Lost to Chesham 1-0. Then a big result for them was beating Torquay 4-2. And then in their last game, a narrow 2-1 defeat to Dorking. So,
well, one thing from their results does look like it's going to be a close game today.
Yes, although I wouldn't want to see that. Or would you want to see that? Would you want to see a close game coming here today?
Wouldn't like to see a close game, but at the end of the day, as long as we take the 3 points, that's really what matters, especially at this end of the season. It's, business end of the season is just about getting the results. Yes, a close game might be a bit more nervy than we'd like, but I think you take a 1-0 at this stage.
Yeah, I suppose if you knew that the Beavers here were gonna win the game today, and it was going to be close, I think you take that for a bit of entertainment as well. But obviously, we can't guarantee that. So,
before the players come out, if you are watching from the chat, please make sure to kind of let us know where you're watching from in the world, what you're hoping for, what your score predictions are for the game today. And we're glad to have you along for the next 90 minutes. Absolutely,
it should be a good day. Looking like it's going to be. The floodlights are on. Unsure why, but they're on.
I guess better safe than sorry. It is a little bit overcast.
True.
Here in West London, it saves turning them on later, I guess. Get the players used to it.
Yeah, I suppose early sunset at this time of year. Although it's getting later.
Yeah, it's like I said earlier, nearly beer garden weather.
Oh, I think we can get away with the beer garden even on a day like today.
Exactly.
Maybe.
And I suppose you can definitely get away with it with a good result.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely.
If we win, got to celebrate.
Of course.
Absolutely. So, the players are in the tunnel. We can see them from our place here. We are currently on the main stand, on the side of the pitch, on the halfway line. We can just about see into the tunnel from here. I don't want to go early here, Jake, but do we want to do a score prediction?
Well, we have got a score prediction in the chat. I believe that's 3-0 to the Beavers from Jeff Baker.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't mind that, Jeff. I would
not mind that.
Who are the goal scorers? If Jake, if you were to say who would score in a 3-0 win?
I think I always have an inevitability about Rhys Grego-Cox off the bench.
He is just inevitable, isn't he?
There is some kind of, I can't quite put my finger on it, but he always seems to come off the bench and really challenge that back line, whether it's just because he's come on with a bit of energy while they're slightly fatigued, or he's got that kind of grip between his teeth coming off the bench. I think, I think that's always a handy thing to have in your back pocket.
Yeah.
Striker like that.
Well, I was going to mention Brendan Kiernan off the bench. I think he always looks exciting off the bench. He often offers a lot of energy, and he often offers a lot of something different, I find. But yeah, and the players are coming out. Hampton Richmond Borough in their trademark home kit, and Eastbourne in a rather dashing pink kit.
There's been a few dashing kits recently, I've noticed, in our division. This is quite a striking one, quite a nice one.
Yeah, absolutely. And excitement's really building here around the Bev at the moment. You can really feel it in the ground today. How did you feel walking into the ground today, Jay?
Well, obviously I got here quite early, but now looking around, I think the fans have turned up in very good support. It's good to see this place kind of buzzing again and getting the fan atmosphere back in. Got to enjoy a very lovely pre-game burger. I do think probably one of the nicest ones in the National League. So yeah, I'm very excited for this game. I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely. I also indulged in a lovely pre-game burger, which has fueled us for today's game. And the players, they're shaking hands and they are getting into positions now. Tension's really rising here.
Yeah, it's interesting. It seems to be games start kind of on a neutral footing, and just as the minutes tick on, I think we're always searching to win. We're never going to settle for a 0-0 regardless of who we're playing, and those tensions build up throughout the game. At the 30th minute, you start seeing some harsher tackles. By the 60th minute, maybe some arguments between players, and I think it does become a bit of a cauldron here once you get all the fans in and the game really starts to heat up.
Absolutely, and a player that I think really stirs that is Edwino Vaz. I've really enjoyed him in his more advanced role since we've moved to a 4. I've really enjoyed him playing on that left wing and really providing that excitement for the crowd.
So we've got a couple more score predictions.
Score predictions.
Here.
Okay, here we go.
Ray Thorpe believes it'll be 1-0 to Hampton and Richmond.
Won't mind.
We have got a from Billy Taylor, believing Taylor to come on and score against his old club.
Oh, Archie Taylor coming back to haunt the Beavers at the Bev.
We have another 2-0 prediction for Hampton and Richmond, with Silver being the man.
Silver being the man. Well, Silver got a rare start in midweek against Tunbridge. He's been an impact sub recently. So, but I'd be happy to see him come off the bench and give us that 2-0 win.
Well, one thing I have always noticed with him is he's brilliant at those kind of bursting channel runs from the midfield through that kind of like that gap between the centre back and the full back that can really split teams apart. And especially if a back four aren't well organised or communicated, it can really break an offside trap. It can let him through, and I think that he's got a real danger there to really harm a defence if he can be found.
And he's got a good strike on him.
He's got a great strike.
There's a reason why when he's on the pitch he often takes penalties.
Yeah,
he's a great striker for football, and it seems that we're about to get underway here. Eastbourne Borough will kick off, shooting left to right as we look at it.
Do you reckon they'll go for the what seems to be all the rage, the launch it into the opposition corner kick-off strategy?
Well,
looks like they're setting up for it.
It does look like they will be putting it onto Aaron Lacey's head at right back there. Yeah, we will see. Are you a fan of that new kickoff?
Personally, no. I'm always going to prefer keeping the ball, but it seems to be the done thing, and they have done it.
They have done that.
And they've turned the ball over. It's jostled in the midfield there. It's David Longking now humping it up towards the midfield line. And it's out on the right-hand side now for Hampton and Richmond.
David Longking there winning a dangerous header as they punt it long, Eastbourne Borough, but Louis Fernandez is on hand to sweep up. Trying to find Ashford. Just loses out there against the centre-back, but so Eastbourne Borough have it with Lintott on the right. Finds Burgess. Dangerous cross. Oof.
That's just come across the face of goal there. We've been a bit lucky that there's been no striker in the box to tap at home, and now Eastbourne they've kept the ball on the opposite side. They're coming down the left-hand side now. Cross into the box. Can't find anyone again. It's away from Fernandez, but not too far, just to the edge of the box, and now cleared properly all the way back to Eastbourne's keeper.
Back to Rohan Luthra in net. A frantic start.
Yeah, it always seems to be the first 20 minutes and the last 20 minutes. It does seem is most volatile time for anyone scoring here. It does settle down in that middle period, whether that's energy and people realising that there's 3 points on the line here. Could be the determining factor. We have got a swarm of fans last minute kind of coming across us here.
Bet they're glad that goal didn't go in. That cross.
Yeah, we missed out on a.
Well, they would have missed out on the mighty Beavers conceding, but which they might not have been too devastated about. But either way, they're here now, and it's 0-0 here at the Bev.
Throw in taken. It's on the right-hand side for Eastbourne in the final third. Turned over.
Deadfield punting it long here, looking for Ashford. Ashford battling with Phipps, but loses out. He does look like a strong build, does Phipps. He does.
Yeah.
Looks like Ashford could be in for a battle there.
Well, I'd be interested to see at a set piece a matchup between Phipps and David Longking.
That would be exciting. As a strike comes in, great save from Drewhurst. Long range effort. I don't know who hit that. I believe it was Adam May. Big early save from Marcus Dewhurst there.
But a confident save as well.
Yes.
Didn't flap at it. He got good connection with the ball and allowed his defender to clear it.
Well, Charlie Sayers is down here. Oh, and it looks like, I think that's Sam Deadfield. Oh, no, it's Max Kretschmar saying he's got to come off. It doesn't look good here for Charlie Sayers. A man that we talked about in the build-up, so that was a waste of time.
We're just 3 minutes in here. It's never good to see a player go down in any circumstances, but just 3 minutes in to go down in this manner, it's not encouraging.
Yeah, it's a real shame because he's only just come back as well. We were trying to figure out when he got injured in the first place. We think it was it Salisbury away? We were thinking.
Yeah, well, this is where managers make their money. This is the difficult times that you can never really prepare yourself for. And it's lucky, like we were saying pre-game, we do have a wealth of players on the bench who can come in and can do a job. And, you know, that depth is no longer as much of an issue as it may once have been. So it's as sad as it would be to see a player go off in just the 3rd minute. Does not by any means swing the game out of our favour.
Yeah, just looking at that bench, who do you think comes on here? It looks like Kiernan's getting stripped.
Yeah, I think Kiernan, that could be a slight change in system if he was to come in. No.
Yeah, well, it looks like. I'm just wondering here, because could it mean that we move to a 5 maybe, or Arduino Vaz moves to left back and Kiernan goes to left wing,
or we have wing backs. Always a potential.
Always a potential. We could see that. We could see Lacey move to the right side of a 3 perhaps.
We could potentially.
Well, we will see.
We'll have to. Yeah. We'll keep you updated. I think Vaz as a wing back, I think he can do a fantastic job bombing up and down the line. So I think that would suit him very well.
Well, actually, looks like it's going to be Ronan Silva coming on here for Charlie Sayers, he's up on his feet, which is good to see. Obviously, never good to see a player go off so early in a game, but it's good to see that he's on his feet and walking off.
It's always encouraging that when a player can make it off on their own without needing much assistance, rather than having to be stretchered or carried off by teammates. It's encouraging to see that he can walk off, but just in some discomfort.
Yeah, it's disappointing, but hopefully he'll be back soon. Yeah. But a good opportunity here for Ronan Silva.
Yeah, it gives him probably the best part of 85, 86 minutes to really prove why he should be in the starting lineup going forward.
Absolutely, and he will want to do that because obviously he got his start in midweek. Didn't quite work out for him. 2-0 defeat to Tunbridge Angels, of course. But be interested to see what happens to the shape now. But we will update you on that as play will restart with is that a corner? Corner in the corner there?
I believe it's a throw-in.
Obviously,
yeah, it's a throw-in.
A throw-in in the corner rather than a corner in the corner. It's going to be a long throw here. Well, one in there by Frimpong. Finds Ashford. Holds it up well. Tries to find Ronan Silva running beyond. As Jake was saying, Ronan Silva with one of his trademarks, surging runs forward beyond the striker.
Ashford, I think he's just got a bit unlucky there with the outlet ball. I think he just kicked it against his standing foot, and it's just taken a bubble, which meant it couldn't find Silva. It was a good opportunity for a counter-attack, and it's great to see that we can break with that pace, but just didn't quite work out. Let's see if we can figure out what the new shape is here.
I believe it looks like Vaz has just moved to left back and Ronan Silva's gone on the left wing.
Yeah, I think I have to agree with you there.
Yeah, well, what are your thoughts on that? Obviously, Vaz, very good going forward. There's a reason why we moved him from left wing back to left wing. What do you think about him now in left back in a back 4?
I don't have any issues with it. I think he can easily do a job there. I think he's got the pace, he's got the skill set. He can go forward and give us that dynamic attack. I think he's got a pretty good tank on him, pretty good motor. I've never really seen him get knackered yet. So, yeah, I think for the circumstances, it makes a lot of sense.
Absolutely, he's a workhorse.
Yeah, and a technical player as well.
As at the ball, Ronan Silva was lurking there around Luthra in the Eastbourne net, but Luthra did well to come out and claim the ball. As the ball's out on the right here with Lintop for Eastbourne Borough.
It's great to see Silva right from the off there. He chased the ball into the box. Keeper got there first and then was the first one to apply pressure on the outlet ball and force him to go backwards. It's great to see right off the back he's putting that effort in and really proving why he was the player to come on.
Absolutely, as Alexander wins the ball here from Fernandez, but a great recovery from Lacey there. Again, going long, finding Ashford. Does well. Up against Dan Quick there. And the linesman's flag is up for offside.
Quick restart here. With Eastbourne looking to play through the middle, and now they look to hit it long, but Long King intercepting, playing it out to Vaz into Sam Deadfield now in the midfield. Frimpong now turns his man and is fouled, and there's a slight afters, but Frimpong doesn't rise to it.
Ball back here with Dewhurst now. A dubious foul there. Ronan Silva's been adjudged by the referee to have committed a foul on Lintott there. He clearly disagrees. What were your thoughts, Jake?
Yeah, soft one, but yeah, soft one. It's not. Yeah, I don't think it's going to change the result of the game, though. No,
it's one of those ones where you complain and then you realise that it really doesn't matter.
No.
So ball in here with Burgess, trying to find Alexander. Great sharp save from Dewhurst. Alexander got a yard on Fernandez there and managed to get a shot away.
Raz has done very well there not to turn the ball over. He's come down with it on the left-hand side, looks to play it to Ashford, but it's just over his head, and it'll restart with the Eastbourne back four.
Yeah, it was a very sharp save from Dewhurst. He's been busy early on. He's been busy, but he's been up to the task.
Yeah, ball was just slipped inside that inside channel for the striker, who took a touch, hit it, and it was a great save, low down, quick reactions, came out, made himself big. It's everything you'd want from your keeper.
It reminded me of David De Gea. You know, he always used to use his feet.
Yes, yeah, very, very similar style.
Very similar style, and a great save as well. Kept us in it.
Great touch from Deadfield there. That was really fired into him, and he took a lot of the weight off that.
Dangerous. But Dewhurst is equal to it. Long King with a misplaced pass there, but nothing doing for Eastbourne Borough.
Atmosphere is really heating up here at the Bev. I think Eastbourne have brought a lot of away fans with them who are making themselves known. And yeah, support is looking pretty much packed out today.
Yes, it's great. It's a great day out. It's good weather. Hello, has Ashford. Oh, unlucky. He's just lost it on the edge of the box there, and the ball's cleared away for Eastbourne. Pump forward again. Long King needs to deal with it, and he does.
Confidently as well.
Yeah, it's one of those ones where it looked 60-40 in his favour, but he deliberately made it 51-49, so we got a little bit of the man. The ball's into Frimpong. Finds Ashford.
Ashford's just struggling to find his feet, I think, at the moment. A few of those balls, it's not obviously fully his fault. A few of those balls have not been maybe as directly at him as he would have liked, but I think he's struggling to find his touch at the moment.
Yeah, well, he's playing a very difficult role. He's often got a centre back right on his back.
Yeah.
So he's taking the ball under a lot of pressure, but unfortunately he hasn't quite been able to deal with it just yet. Hopefully he finds his feet eventually.
We are only 11 minutes in, so he could just need another 5-10 minutes to warm up and to get into the game pace. Again, he's not really been too involved in the action. We haven't had too many opportunities to go forward, so it could just be the more we find him, the more he warms up and finds his feet. So, but yeah, just kind of struggling to find his footing so far.
Yeah, as Eastbourne break down the left here, it's a 3-on-2. Finds Burgess, and it's 1-0 Eastbourne Borough. An attack down the left-hand side, squared to Matthew Burgess, who really couldn't miss. Dewhurst helpless, and I think it's got to be said, it has been coming.
It's been coming, and I feel sorry for the keeper in that situation. There's not really a lot the keeper can do. I feel like I don't want to say he's been let down by his defenders there, but that opportunity shouldn't really be allowed to be created. It's come down the left-hand side. It's been cut back very square. Keeper's done everything he can to try and make himself big, but it's just too easy. At the end of the day, we can give it all the analysis we'd like, but at the end of the goals like that are just too easy.
Yeah, I don't know who it was on that left-hand side who squared it, but he had a lot of space down our right-hand side and their left-hand side. A
lot of space and a lot of time.
Lot of time. He had time to weigh up the shot, draw out Dewhurst in goal, and then just roll it across to Burgess, who rolled it into the back of the net. But it's 1-0 here at the Bev to Eastbourne Borough. So where do we go from here?
Well, I think a quick response. We do often see at Hampton Richmond almost sometimes need to go a goal down to realise we can also attack ourselves. So maybe it would inspire the boys to kind of start getting a bit more aggressive going forward, really challenging that back line, maybe winning a few cynical fouls and giving ourselves a chance to get a ball into the box. We were saying earlier about how important having that physicality is in terms of those set pieces, and maybe, you know, trying to get some dead balls, some set pieces to kind of give us a few chances, a few sights at goal is the way forward.
Yeah, definitely. Try and string some passes together, perhaps. As Deadfield hooks it onto Ashford. Battling with Phipps again, does well, finds Deadfield. Deadfield in tight areas, finds Kretschmar, back to Deadfield. Out to Fasamade here on the right. Trying to beat his man, drills it across. Does well, effort. Ooh, big save from Luthra.
Well, that's the first real chance I feel like we've had of the game, and it did take us conceding a goal to have it. It was great work from Sam Deadfield, cutting through the midfield there, really driving through, finding Fasamade on the outside. I do want to say the keeper did slip slightly with his catch, maybe a few signs of nerves. I do think sometimes we just need to get out there and challenge the keeper a bit more, not try and take the perfect shot and just take a shot.
Yeah, and it was really the first time that we've had lots of good link up in the midfield. Kretschmar and Deadfield linking up well, finding Fasamade out wide. Which was, I think it's promising signs.
Vaz has got some defending to do here, and he does it well. Regains the ball, keeps possession, and does well. Coming down the left-hand side, is now tripped.
Oh, and we will see some cheese. Our good old friend Johnny will be happy that the cheese puns are out for Matt Burgess.
Matt Burgess going into the book there for a cynical foul as Vaz was looking to leave his own half. He's done fantastic there at left-back.
Why?
Cheese, of course, meaning a yellow card for Matt Burgess there.
Free kick to be taken
yes,
by Dewhurst.
Yeah, Dewhurst looks like.
Dewhurst.
Is it Dewhurst? I think it's Dewhurst.
I'm going to follow your pronunciations here. It's taken
Ball
well.
finds
Rodin Silva into the box now. Just loses out. Just keeps the ball now just on the edge of the box and wins us a corner. Just away. If I believe that's the travelling support? No, that is that.
That's the away fans. Oh no, the away fans are in there.
No. Okay. Yes. Yeah. No. Sorry, I've misidentified the home fans there.
And it's going to be. Is that Kretschmar taking the corner? It's a good one. Bobbling around in there, falls to Deadfield. Oh, cleared away well, and it'll be a throw.
Well, there's some real danger there. Some real danger. I think maybe, yeah, that's a real vulnerability. Maybe we can take advantage of going forward. Another ball coming in here. Ripped in near post.
Few cries for a penalty, but nothing doing. The ball's cleared away. Lacey has to deal with it. And Vaz is fouled just on the halfway line on the far side here. Will we do similar things? It looks like it's not going to be Dewhurst taking this one. It's going to be Deadfield.
I think Deadfield does have the quality and the ability, even though the free kick is from just inside our own half, to actually get this into the box and really cause an issue for the keeper here.
Will we see one of those low risers that we've been accustomed to in the last few weeks?
We've got some big men going forward. There's a real tussle there with Fernandez. He's not able to challenge the ball because of the tussle. But
you meant to swap shirts after the game, I thought. But apparently the 16-minute mark seems like a good chance. But
it's a throw in just outside the dugout here.
Just outside, around the halfway line. Into Deadfield. Punts it long. It's cleared away, but falls to him again. Got a lot of pinball going on here as Eastbourne Borough win the ball back and put their foot on it with Alexander.
Eastbourne breaking down the left-hand side here, but Fernandez gets a foot on it just to stop it, but the throw is taken quickly. Eastbourne coming down the left-hand side now. Similar situation to before, but there's more men in the way. I think Frimpong, that is, he gets a foot on it, won the ball, and he's just kind of delayed that danger. It's going to be a throw-in just on that final third line.
Yes. A few of you might be wondering why Frimpong is playing today. Of course, he was sent off in midweek against Tunbridge Angels. The answer is we don't know. But
in the National League, can you hear me?
Just about.
In the National League, red cards take into effect 7 days after the fact, so he'll be banned for the next game.
So we've just been informed that in National League, it takes 7 days for the red card to take effect. So it's a paperwork backup that's allowed him to play today. So a bit of red tape never hurt.
Absolutely, and he's done well so far. So goal kick. Dewhurst goes long with it out to Ashford, but it's gone out of play on the far side. Throw in
to be taken. It's coming in a little bit slowly here. Does eventually come in.
It's one of those new rules that they're thinking of bringing in the Football League, isn't it? It's 5 seconds to throw the ball in.
I'm a big fan of that personally.
See, I'm not sure what I think, because it's not only throw-ins, it's also goal kicks. Or like it's the time getting the ball that they're trying to stop, isn't it?
A bit of pressure on the goalkeeper here as he clears it. Not well though. Hampton Richmond win it, but can't retain it. Now Eastbourne looking to come down the right-hand side with it here. Ball about to come out to ground. No, it doesn't. It turns and going to be passed back around that centre-back combination. Bit of keep ball in their own third here from Eastbourne. Again, Luthra on the ball. Plays it out to the left-hand side, and again, it's just a bit more keep ball in that final third. Hampton Richmond now sitting off, inviting an attack. The press has only really been triggered as soon as that ball kind of hits that middle third. And Eastbourne seem to have figured that out.
I don't think Hampton Richmond will mind that too much.
Not too much.
They've eventually forced them to go long here, but the ball has fallen to Burgess. Lintot's outside him. Gives it to Grout. Back to Phipps. Phipps under a bit of pressure from Ronan Silva, but does well. Gives it to Burgess. Back to Grout.
Hampton Richmond there was a moment of danger. They've done really well to shut it out. They forced Eastbourne to turn around and send it now back to their goalkeeper, playing it back with their centre-backs and kind of really limiting the danger there. So it's good, sensible football.
Absolutely, as Vaz picks up the ball on the left-hand side and wins a throw-in. Deflecting it off Lintott there. A calm phase of the game here.
So yeah, it's settled in. It's good football. It's mature football, but it's definitely calmed.
Yeah, definitely becalmed. We got a
Ashford kind of winning a flick on there from the throw-in, but unfortunately not finding anyone in the midfield, and the ball is turned over.
Yeah, and we are back to Luthra, who gives it to Phipps. A common saying today.
Ball's gone long, and it's been won by Hampton and Richmond, but not retained. Ashford now brings it down. He's got an opportunity here. Now Ashford on the line. Vaz overlapping. Can he find him? No. But he's jostled for the ball. And I think he's won it there.
He's won a throw-in down there in the corner. Kretschmar found himself in a lot of space there. They didn't pick him up, Eastbourne, but unfortunately we couldn't do much with it. But we'll be hoping this throw-in can cause a few problems.
Just gone 21 minutes into the game. A bit of a jostle for possession in that far corner. Another throw-in Hampton Richmond's way.
Here's Silva, gives it back to Vaz, going to look to cross. Oh, he's lost his footing there. Finds Silva though, does well to retain the possession. Little cross into the box, but he hits the first man, unfortunately. Out to Long King, who does well.
That's really calm defending from Long King there. That's really competent defending.
He's just got a presence about him, hasn't he?
Yeah. Just looks unfazed at all times.
Yeah, just unbothered. Just
Eastbourne now looking to play it quickly down the left-hand side. Lacey's over to cover. I think he's been beaten off the dribble twice. Into the box.
Goal kick.
Goal kick. There could have been some appeals for a penalty there after that run. It's an impressive run.
Yeah, I think it's Kai Corbett out there. Yeah, I think it's Kai Corbett. He's twisting and turning. Lacey's backtracking, and he's managed to find his way into the box. Got to the bylines. Lacey seemed to put a leg across, but nothing doing for the referee. What were your thoughts on that, Jay? A few calls for a pen.
I think a penalty there would have been a little bit harsh. Maybe that's me reacting to the fact there wasn't too many calls for one. But I feel, personally, I always feel with a a foul in the box has got to be a bit more significant than a foul outside the box to kind of give a penalty for that, considering the XG on a penalty.
Fair enough. I'm not sure what I think of that. I think a foul's a foul personally, but we can agree to disagree.
Yeah.
As
gives us something to debate.
It does. Maybe a half-time chat. But as Eastbourne Borough have won a free kick, a dubious one, might I add, in their own half. It's launched forward by Dan Quick, trying to find Alexander up there, but it's headed home by Louis Fernandez. Ball with Dewhurst then, and he's looking like he's going to go long. Ashford's underneath it, but Phipps got himself in a bit of a tangle there, got a bit lucky.
Yeah, he was lucky that he wasn't being heavily pressed, because if so, he might have just given Hampton and Richmond a direct route to a one-on-one with the keeper, which is, as a defender, is less than ideal.
Yeah, they do teach you that. Don't let them score.
Yeah, I don't think it's quite on the first day, but it's definitely in the manual.
Maybe in the first week, as Silva picks up the ball, tries to turn past Lintott, but Lintott does well. Ooh. As Deadfield goes flying in there, and he has caught, I think that's Eastman, who's holding his ankle there.
I think the angle we've seen that from might make it worse than it maybe really was. I think Deadfield has done. I think he has been a little bit lucky there, maybe, to escape without a booking.
Well, for me, it's not. For me, it's not big. It's more of a. I'd call it more of a sweeping sliding challenge more than a studs up through.
It wasn't a studs up through, but I think it did. To me, it looked like he slightly went through the back of him.
And I think Eastman's just stood up, and all of a sudden his ankle is fine. So it seems like the referee's made the right call there, at least.
Yeah, definitely a foul.
Yeah, 100% a foul. 100% a foul. So it's a restart then here. Captain Phipps is going to launch this one forward, or not. He's going to give it to Dan Quick. He's shaped up as if he was going to punt it long, but has opted for the short option, and Dan Quick's punted it long.
Eastbourne seems to have identified that kind of that left wing as the direction of travel for their attacks.
Definitely.
Hampton Richmond nearly coming forward there, but couldn't quite get onto the end of it from Kreshmar. Yeah, they
seem. Luther are playing dangerously there under pressure from Kretschmar. Deadfield's gone flying in again and unfortunately missed it. But the ball's here with Burgess around the halfway line.
Yeah, that calmness we were saying about earlier is starting to leave the game a little bit. We're starting to see it's a bit more end-to-end, a bit more directness to the game than in the middle third now, which is always great viewing for the fans.
Do you think that favours Hampton and Richmond Borough?
Yes, I think when it's in that constant state of flow, that constant back and forth, it just gives us so many more chances. I think we benefit. We've got so many quick players and we can get forward in numbers so quickly. I think, yeah, although there's that balance side of it makes it much easier for us to concede, it also means that our likelihood of scoring increases massively. And I think we're one of those wild card teams where give us a certain amount of chances and we will, no matter who we're playing, we will score.
Definitely, especially with two centre-backs as composed as Louis Fernandez and David Long King. I think we can afford to play that way.
Yeah, exactly.
Free kick then on the far side. Marcus Dewhurst is going to take it. Oh, but it looks like Rohan Luthra has gone down. Unsure what the injury seems to be here, but we've got a timeout here, and it gives us an opportunity to catch our breath around the 27-minute mark.
Yeah, exactly. I'm always a little bit nervous when I see a player go down off the ball. I think it just carries that extra weight of severity to it, especially when it's a goalkeeper. Hope it's nothing serious here. We have already seen an early substitution for an early injury. Despite it being the opposition, I do hope we're not seeing a repeat here. It's horrible to see a game marred by injuries.
Absolutely. Players just taking a minute with their respective managers, maybe take on some fluids.
Have a chat, have a
little tactical analysis. Looks like Ronan Silva's getting a change of shirt.
Well, we said the 16-minute mark was the new vogue for swapping shirts. It now looks like the 28th minute is when they actually do it.
Yeah, well, apparently, so it's all change here in National League South. Have we got any comments, Jake?
We've got a couple. Well, a few about the atmosphere. A few saying that we must win today. I think today is a game that would really set up the end of the season fantastically if we could win. But it's not looking too positive yet, but we're still having chances. There's still an opportunity. Still over an hour of football left to be played. And with, you know, the amount of added time that's being added on these days, it's by no means time to give up hope.
Definitely. This was probably a game you probably circled in the calendar as one that we were probably looking to win. Obviously 1-0 down now, but that does not mean that we're out of it by any means.
No,
as
exactly.
Play is restarting here with Dewhurst. Kretschmar wins the header. Ashford battling here with Quick. Gets a shot off. It's blocked well, but it falls to Vaz here on the left-hand side. He's done well to beat his man. Cross comes in. I think it was Kretschmar that got a flick on it.
Yeah, Vaz has done really well down the left-hand side there. Got just to the edge of the, just to the byline where the box meets it. Cuts the ball back, and Kretschmar gets a foot on it, but he just can't get enough power on it to beat the keeper.
Ooh, as Long King misjudges a header, but Luis Fernandez is on hand to sweep up. Does well there to atone for Long King's slight misjudgment.
Yeah, that partnership is so vital, where you have one player, one centre-back who can push up, another in behind who can sweep up just in case there are any mistakes. It gives you such confidence, because it means, okay, just because you beat one doesn't mean you're through on goal. You've still got another one left to beat. And it's, as a goalkeeper, it's kind of a dream to have that. Absolutely,
yeah. A goal kick then. Marcus Dewhurst going to go long again. Ball's won there by Eastbourne Borough, and he's here with Eastman driving through midfield.
Lacey conceding a foul there for a slide tackle. I couldn't see it too clearly, but the Eastbourne player has stayed down.
A few calls, I think, off to our right, claiming that Lacey got the ball. At least that's what the fans view, at least. But anyway, it's going to be free, and we are going to see a change here.
Another early change.
It looks like Captain Phipps is going off here. I'm unsure what has happened there, but Phipps, captain of Eastbourne Borough FC, has departed the game. And we are yet to see who he has come off for. Will Armitage is taking his place, I'm being told. What do you think happened there? Did you notice anything?
The only thing I noticed was that chance that Ashford had, where he had a shot. The ball came down, and I don't know. It looked like the skipper might have taken a knock to the back of the head, and maybe that's what it was. Maybe it's just not feeling a little bit dizzy. I hope it's not head related. Yeah, it's always safe, always good to be safe here. But yeah, did notice there kind of being a bit of a friendly kerfuffle there, and maybe that's what it was, but it could be something completely unrelated to that.
Yeah. Well, we hope he's okay. Notably, the captain's armband has gone to George Alexander, who's battling here for the ball. Long King does well to clear away, but it falls to Eastman's. Swings it out to the left wildly, and it will go out for a throw to Hampden Richmond Borough on the far side here. Lacey looking to take Quick, but referee sends him back a couple yards. And then he proceeds to take him again. Deadfield battling with Corbett there.
Deadfield's really getting stuck into this midfield battle now. He's well up for it. He's jumping into a lot of tackles, using his physicality. I do think it's quite nice to see a player really get stuck in like that. I think he has conceded the foul for it in this occasion.
Oh no, I think it's going out for a throw.
No, it's a throw in, sorry.
Ball with Eastbourne Borough then, back with Dan Quick.
Ashford applying a good amount of pressure there.
Luther looking to find his right full-back. Vaz goes up there, 50-50 there with him and Lintott. Vaz has stayed down, referee's played advantage. It's out to Fasten Made on the right. Threads it through to Frimpong. He's knocked it past the...
Corner given.
Corner given. I think he's a few calls for a foul, but I think referee saying he's got the ball. And it's going to be a corner to Hampton Richmond Borough on the far side.
The tackles are definitely starting to heat up.
Definitely. A few fans getting agitated off to our right there.
Is that Sam Deadfield's going to be crossing it in from the left-hand side?
Dangerous left foot of Sam Deadfield. It's a very crowded box here.
A few fans with a few projectiles there in the corner, directed at the corner taker.
Oh, how lovely! You don't like to see that.
Not what you want to see, really.
Anyway, Deadfield. Oh,
he's just caught it wrong.
He's just caught it wrong. It's horribly wrong, and it's just dribbled across the floor and out for a goal kick to Eastbourne Borough.
Unfortunate that he's just caught it wrong. It happens. You just hope it doesn't happen on the pitch.
Yeah, it's maybe a case. It's his first corner of the game.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a case of that. He's usually so, well, excuse the pun, but deadly from those set pieces.
Well, you can see he's frustrated at himself, and he won't make that mistake again.
I'm sure he'll quickly forget. He'll get stuck into a challenge or something. And in fact, he's underneath this high ball, but Long King bounds over him, finds Fasan Made, tries to thread it through. Looked like a foul there on Deadfield, but nothing doing for the ref.
That's fantastic work from Vaz there, just to close down the option and stop the ball being progressed any further. It's gone out for a goal kick, I think. But yeah, instantly ball comes in. Hampton Richmond are contesting everything with the aggression that is needed if we're going to get some points from today.
Absolutely, and we're 10 minutes from half-time here. 1-0 to the away side, Eastbourne Borough. But I think since the goal, it's been a good response from Hampton and Richmond Borough.
Yeah, definitely. It was, like I said when it went in, sometimes we need, it's weird, we need that goal to concede that goal to kind of wake up and realise there's a game at hand here. And since then, we've learnt it. I think that's a well conceded foul from Long King there.
Unsure what's happening here. Looks like a change of ball. That one might be flat. Referee rolls that to the side. And it's going to be Dewhurst to pump this one long again.
Yeah, just inside our own half here. Is there a flick on we can win here, make something of it, really spice up this last 10 minutes of the opening half?
They do say it's the best time to score. Maybe not now, maybe in about 5 minutes' time. Maybe we save it, but...
Or two would be nice.
Or two, always good. The ball's out here with Fasamadi in the far corner. Goes down. Referee's not giving it.
He's quick to his feet to fight for it. It's been fought for in the corner. Eastbourne come away with it, though. And then instantly play it back.
Referee's given a foul there, and it looks like we're going to see the second yellow card of the match here, and it's going to, I think, Kwaku Frimpong.
Yeah, I think he just caught his man late there. He won the ball, he was through on goal, but just caught his man late, and it's...
Yeah, I think perhaps a harsh yellow card. It's definitely a foul, but perhaps when studs up. Maybe I'm wrong, but perhaps I didn't see it.
I think it was just the speed he went in at that has maybe tipped him over the edge for a booking. But at the same time, if you're a midfield, if you're a player in his position, you've got to contest for those kind of challenges because of the potential rewards if you get it right. So he can't be criticised for it.
Yeah, absolutely. You got going for those 50-50s. Unfortunately, he's received a bit of cheese, but anyway, we're back underway here. And Frimpong straight back into action, winning a throw-in for the home side on the far side. Shea Lacey goes long. Falls to Eastman for Hampton Richmond Borough, but gives it straight back to Vaz. Bit of composure. Lintott wins a header, and Vaz looking to take the throw in quick. Back to Vaz. Gives it back to Fernandez. Back to Dewhurst. Punts it long forward towards Kretschmar. But it's Lintott that wins the header. Falls to Vaz. To Ashford, who flicks it forward with his head. Can it fall to Silva? No. Swept up well by Dan Quick. Luthra in the Eastbourne Borough net with a cagey pass there. He's had a few moments like that.
Ball's been turned over now. Eastbourne's kind of playing out from the back is starting to catch up with them. Hampton Richmond catching onto it a little bit, recognising those passing patterns, and it's getting a little bit, like you said, cagey, a bit nervy. They're looking like they're going to turn the ball over quite a lot if they keep doing that for the remainder of the game. Maybe that strategy has ran its race.
Perhaps I wouldn't say it's necessarily the strategy. I do just think Luthra does look a bit shaky with the ball at its feet. It seems like he's
We've got
been
a player
careless
down here with a head injury, so play has to be stopped. Time taken off.
Looks like it's the stand-in skipper, George Alexander here. Went down holding his face. Seems to be okay now. And the ball restarted with Louis Fernandez at the back. Gives it to Lacey. Back to Fernandez, who punts it long. It's dealt with by Dan Quick, but not without giving a throw in on the far side. Fasamadi battling on the right-hand side. Lacey with a bit of space. Tries to find Ashford, but is unable to do so, and we'll restart with another throw.
Yeah. Haven't seen any seriously or traditionally...
Oh, as Silva fires it across the box, and it's gone all the way through. Great play from Ronan Silva to turn his man. Fires it across the box. 6-yard box even. And
it just needed someone to gamble on it. Just needed someone to stick a foot out, gamble, be lurking at that back post, and it was a certain goal. Goalkeeper was completely taken out of the equation by Ronan Silva's drilled cross. I think he was inside the 6-yard box. Just any contact, and that is a goal. Just unfortunately, no one's gambled in it, but that's so encouraging to see. We just need someone lurking at that back post, and it's 1-1 there. Definitely,
and it seemed that Vaz had made the run towards the penalty spot rather than across the box. So unfortunate there, not to draw level perhaps. As Ronan Silva is adjudged to have fouled Adam May there in midfield.
It is.
And Max Kretschmar is going to go into the book here for
relatively soft yellow there.
One of those ones, for those of you watching, you can't see the game. He's stood in front of the free kick. Eastbourne Borough have gone to take it quick, and it's hit him.
Well, they've deliberately played it into him to entice the yellow card. Eastbourne knew what they were doing there. It was deliberate. They knew the rule book, and not much in the spirit of the sport, but I guess the rules are the rules.
Anyway, we've restarted here. It's out with Burgess on the right-hand side. Gives it back to Adam May. And it's all the way back to Luthra, who punts it long. Straight to Faz, who takes a delightful touch. Here's Long King, building from the back here, Hampton Richmond Borough. Gives it to Ronan Silva. Lintott all over him here. Back to Long King. Into Dewhurst at the back. Thumps it in towards Deadfield.
Yeah, left side.
The ball bobbles back to Frimpong. Out to the left, Ronan Silva.
Oh, just unfortunate with that pass then. Aimed, I think, for Kretschmar. Just hasn't quite come off.
Thumping clearance from Dewhurst there. Goes into orbit. As Deadfield slips there, allowing Adam May to pick up the ball. And he's fouled by Ronan.
That's just a frustration from Ronan Silva there. He's pushed over his man, who's taken the opportunity and gone down. No booking, obviously. It's just a foul, but that's just frustration, I think, from Ronan Silva.
Good gamesmanship as well from Adam May there, I think. He's seen Ronan Silva coming in with perhaps a bit too much tenacity and just drawn the contact, gone down. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he knew exactly what he was doing. It's played over far to that left-hand corner, and it's headed out by Lacey for a throw-in to Eastbourne.
Good territory there for Eastbourne Borough. It's like rugby. I know it's Six Nations season. I'm sure a lot of people will be fans of rugby. Maybe perhaps not so big a fans of England's performance. Not doing so well, but oh well.
Yeah, I think that's where that kickoff tactic was borrowed from. A bit of that rugby philosophy of gain yourself some territory up by the pitch and pin them in a little bit.
As a strike comes in, terrific save from Dewhurst. Had to keep his eye out there.
Very alert. There was nothing really. Didn't think there was a shot of that quality on from where it came in from.
Yeah, I think it's come in from Alexander there. He's had a pot shot from the right-hand corner of the box as we look at it, and it's almost snuck in, but Dewhurst was alert at his near post to palm it away from a corner, which we will now have. Corner from the Hampton-Richmond Borough right-hand side will be taken with a right footer swung in to the near post. Falls to the man at the front post, Sam Deadfield. Almost slips over. He might have a problem with his boots here. He seems to be falling over a lot.
Yeah, it might be time for some metal studs at half-time.
Maybe.
Ball's just going to be jostled in that middle third. It's constantly turned over. I think Deadfield's tried to release Ashford here. Can he challenge? No, it's recovered by Eastbourne.
Oh! Dan Quick has fouled Fasamade on the edge of the box here. A heavy touch from the centre-back. Fasamade was quick to press. And a free kick in a dangerous position here.
Very dangerous. I mean, Fasamade had got the ball. He'd won the ball and it was brought down cynically, kind of as he was bearing down on goal. But this is a fantastic crossing opportunity. This is when we need to get the big man up and make sure one of them gets something on this. I believe it's that Deadfield stood over the ball.
I believe it is. It's Deadfield.
Yes. This is a really, I believe it's going to be an in-swinger. Real opportunity to put some serious pressure on the visitors here just before half-time.
And a yellow card for Dan Quick there for his foul on Fasamade.
Oh, we've got, I believe that's 5 minutes left of the half. 5 added minutes indicated by the referee. We have had some stoppages for injuries. That's maybe where that 5 comes from. Ball whipped in now. It's in the middle. It's away by Eastbourne. Is it still alive? No, they can come away with it now. There's the opportunity for a counter-attack. Eastbourne bearing down through the midfield. It's whipped in towards the back post.
Alexander! And it's just into the side netting. A good chance on the counter-attack for Eastbourne Borough there.
Yeah, great counter-attack from them there. It was well worked. I think they needed a few extra men with them to really make something of it.
Yeah, Kai Corbett's done really well. He's picked the ball up on the edge of his own box and he's drive the ball forward, swung a ball into Alexander, who couldn't quite find the target with his header on the bounce. But a fast end to the half here. It's almost lovely synergy. Fast start, fast end. As Luthra clears the ball out of play on the right-hand side. Again, Luthra getting the ball in some positions he probably wouldn't have wished to be.
Yeah, this concept of the ball playing goalkeeper might not be resonating with Luthra too heavily today.
Eastman out to Corbett. Trying to stand up Lacey on the right-hand side. Lacey does well. But he gives away a throw-in on the far-hand side. Throw-in being taken then by Pit Blado, sorry.
And it's straight out off the first touch, and Lacey will have the opportunity to progress the ball up the pitch. Throw into Hampton and Richmond. Takes it. Decently length throw. There's a free kick given after a bit of a tussle to Eastbourne, just about a third of the way through the pitch towards the Hampton Richmond goal.
Going to be Eastman then to whip this ball into the area. We've got the big centre backs coming up. We've got Armitage and Lintott coming up from the back, as well as Pit Blado. Eastman opts for a little dink, trying to find Corbett down the left-hand side, but to no success. And Vaz does well here, bursting down the right-hand side. And he's pulled back there by Eastman, and that's going to be a yellow card.
Vaz has done incredibly well there. He's flicked it over the player, gone round them, collected the ball, drove down the right-hand side, and been fouled, giving Hampton Richmond another opportunity to pump the ball into the box, really try and make something of this one.
Yeah, it's not the first time that Vaz has beaten his man. Yeah, it was Craig Eastman that has gone into the book there. Number 15 for Eastbourne Borough. But it's not the first time that Vaz has burst past his man and then been fouled.
I think his boot came off in the tackle there. I hope Vaz is okay. He's limping a little bit. The tackle took his boot off, I think.
Funny that. Did you see Gakpo playing over a minute without his boot on the other day?
Haven't seen that, but I think it's becoming, I don't want to say, it's always those funny moments you have where players go kind of maybe back to their roots of how they played as a kid.
Yeah, there's a funny... Go watch if you haven't seen it. It's very funny, but it's Gakpo just running around for a minute with his boot in his left hand rather than his left foot.
I haven't seen that too much in football. I've seen that in other sports a lot more often, but not too much in football. Ball going to be swung in here, I believe. Sam Deadfield's over it.
Comes to Lacey!
Oh, it was a good shot. It was on target towards the bottom left-hand corner, just way too slow to ever truly challenge the goalkeeper, who collects quite comfortably.
Yeah, I think it took a deflection. Yeah, was it off Lintott, I think, and very comfortable for Lutheran net.
But it's still, like I said, if you don't buy a ticket, can't win the raffle. We just need to start challenging keepers a bit more often, and that's exactly what he's done there. Yeah,
one thing I've noticed is, as this will probably be the last action of the half, 5 seconds left on the clock.
Dead ball here just because the clearance came off the referee, with Frimpong about to receive it. Does look like it will be. No, we have one final attack. Kretschmar can't quite collect the ball, and it's cleared. Fernandez will clear for a throw-in.
And that will be half-time.
That will be it.
Half-time then.
So yeah, at half-time it remains 1-0 to the visitors.
An intriguing half of football, I would say. It's Eastbourne Borough came out of the traps early. Few early chances, forced a few early saves from Marcus Dewhurst, and it wasn't long before they made that pressure pay. Matt Burgess with the goal for Eastbourne Borough, squared across by Kai Corbett, rolling into an empty net. Nothing Dewhurst could do about that. But then the tide, not turned, but levelled, I'd say. Hampton Richmond grew into the game. I think perhaps trying to put a bit more pressure on Lutheran net. He's had a few cagey moments where he's struggled to get the ball away, or had had to clear it away under pressure. But where's your heart lie at half-time, Jay?
I think we've been making some good chances. The game's opened up a bit more, which I think really suits us. But ultimately, we just haven't really tested their defence as much as we probably should have. I think it's been a good game so far. It's been a composed game. We've seen some, I think, a high quality of football, but we're still yet to see us really challenge that goalkeeper with any real authority. Yeah, and he's keeping a clean sheet at the moment, but less, I think, not because of what he's done, and more because of what we haven't done.
Yeah, I would say the only times Luther has looked threatened is when the ball's at his own feet. That's probably not a good thing. So perhaps, what would you say needs changing going into the second half? What do you think Dowse is saying to the lads?
I hate to put words into the manager's mouth. It's such a difficult job because there's only so much you can do from the dugout. But I think I think we're getting a little bit caught up in that midfield battle and try and get down the other end of the pitch, maybe with a bit more speed, a few more numbers, a few more bodies, and just I think sometimes the quality of that final pass has been lacking just a little bit, and it's meant that Ashford hasn't been able to receive the ball how he quite likes, and for a striker that always makes your life a bit more difficult than it needs to be. So yeah, I think just focusing on that final quality of ball, just making it nice and crisp and how the striker wants it, and then just making sure rather than letting the ball get tied up in the midfield, we break through that line a bit quicker and we look to get at them a bit faster.
Yeah, definitely. I think Ashford, it's been he struggled through this half. I think at the early stages he was battling with Phipps and he struggled with them. Then he moved over to Dan Quick and then was struggling over there. And now Phipps has gone off and Armitage has come on. I think he's having a bit more joy, maybe up against Armitage, but perhaps we need a switch up front. Maybe Ashford not having his best day. Well, we hope that he can change that in the second half. But of course, we are not the only game happening in National League South today. So, Jake, do you want to run through?
Well, I was going to run through some comments.
Oh, you're going to run through some comments?
I was going to run through some comments.
We'll do some comments.
While I do that, do you want to prepare the interesting scores there are for us to look?
I can do that.
Looking at the comments, Sam Pearce has tried to be funny.
Oh, lovely.
He's about a midweek performance, and I appreciate the attempt. Jason Cunningham, yes, I appreciate you might not want to look at myself and Eddie today. Most people don't, but for legal reasons, we can't turn the camera around. It is part of the 3 p.m. blackout, so you will have to put up with our mugs for the rest of the game, unfortunately, until the highlights come out. There's some calls for Gregor Cox.
I can see that. Well, we were talking before the game. Is it Jeff? Jeff, I'm not sure if you were watching our little pre-game salvo, but we were talking that Rhys Gregor Cox, we were saying, provides real danger off the bench, we think.
Yeah, I think he's, like we said, there's an air of inevitability about him, and he comes on with such amazing energy, and he always just, by hook or by crook, he just manages to find a way to break defences down. So, yeah, I think realistically that's a substitution we can expect. And that leads us on quite nicely to the final comment, which is a score update. So here it is 1-0 to the visitors Eastbourne at half-time. But do you have the scores from around the country in the National League, Eddie?
I do. We can go around the grounds.
We can go around the grounds.
We can go around the grounds. So I'll start at the top here. So Chippenham Town 1, Maidenhead United 0. A big scoreline that for Chippenham Town, struggling at the bottom of the table. Dagenham and Redbridge 0, AFC Totton 2. Dorking Wanderers 0, Cheshire United 0, Ebbsfleet United 1, Farnborough 1, Enfield Town 1, Bath City 1, Hampden Richmond Borough 0, Eastbourne Borough 1, Hemel Hempstead 0, Tunbridge Angels 0, Hornchurch 2, Worthing 0, Salisbury 0, Maidstone 0, Slough Town 0, Dover 0. And finally, Torquay United 0, Chelmsford 2. So a few interesting scores there.
Yeah, there's a few interesting things there. And then let's get into the Premier League. Obviously, the early kickoff finished 1-1, point shared between Bournemouth and Sunderland. Currently, Brentford are away to Burnley and up 3-1 at the break. We've also got Liverpool beating West Ham at home 3-0. Newcastle United are trailing at home to Everton 2-1.
Okay. I'll be honest, I'm very pleased with the Liverpool score, as I am an owner of Van Dijk in fantasy football, and I believe he scored in that game. So he must be on track for some good points.
He has grabbed himself a goal. He was the second scorer in that game, and West Ham's future now looking increasingly more shaky. Is it worth running through the Championship as well whilst we're here?
Go on then, for the fans at home.
For the fans, quite literally at home.
For the fans at home.
In the earlier kickoffs, we had Derby County beat Blackburn 3-1. Leicester defeated 2-0 by Norwich. Portsmouth lose 1-0 to Hull. And then at half-time, Charlton are currently losing 1-0 to Wrexham. Coventry drawing 1-1 with Stoke. Ipswich losing 2-0 to Swansea. Oxford currently beating West Brom 2-1. Preston trailing at the break 1-0 to Millwall. QPR losing 2-0 at home to Sheffield United. Sheffield Wednesday being defeated 2-0 by Southampton at the break.
Sheffield Wednesday, of course, already down, sadly.
Very sadly. But yes, would you like to run through the League One results so far?
we can do. So we'll just run through the half-time ones, shall we? The ones at half-time. So we go Doncaster 0, Cardiff 1, Exeter 0, Bolton 1, Lincoln 1, Blackpool 0. Mansfield are leading Wimbledon 2-1. Port Vale level with Luton 1-1. Reading 0, Bradford 0. Rotherham 1, Plymouth 0. Stevenage drawing 1-0 with Stockport. Wigan drawing 0-0 with Huddersfield. And Wickham with a single goal lead 1-0 over Burton.
And it would be rude to leave out League Two.
Oh, of course.
I don't believe we could. So Barnet are drawing 0-0 with Chesterfield at home. Barrow are drawing 0-0 with Gillingham. First 2 games, not a lot to celebrate so far. Then we have a few more goals at Bromley, where it's 1-1 with Accrington. Colchester are drawing with Salford 0-0. Crewe are trailing to Tranmere 1-0. Fleetwood and Newport 0-0. Notts County and Grimsby still goalless, and then Oldham and Crawley separated by just a goal to Oldham.
Very nice, very nice. So, Jake.
Yes.
The game here today, should we talk about that? We've gone round the grounds, let's talk about the game here today.
Yeah, I think on a Hampton and Richmond front, Eastbourne don't really need to do too much more. I think Eastbourne I don't think they've really come too far out of second gear, really. I don't think they're really showing their true potential here, but neither are we. I think both teams are kind of stuck in that second gear mode, where it's good football, don't get me wrong, but some of the challenge, I feel like we can maybe be getting stuck in a bit more, trying to be a bit more aggressive, a bit more front-footed. I think we mentioned when he came on, Ronan Silva's ability to make those darting runs down the channel and break a team that way, and we saw it initially when he came on, and then it's kind of stopped. Maybe that's because he's out on the left-hand side rather than coming through the midfield, but I think we're playing well around the back, we're playing well in our final third, and when we get the ball in the middle third and the final third, it's not bad football, but we're not quite doing enough to break down the opposition, and I think we just need that, maybe that, like Jeff Baker said, we just need that final, maybe Rhys Gregor-Cox substitution, someone to come in, mix things up a little bit, add a bit of unpredictability, and that'll be enough for us. What's your take so far on our performance?
What's my take? I think the first 10 minutes were a tough 10 minutes. I think we really struggled to deal with the intensity of Eastbourne Borough. I think they really came out the traps. I think Aaron Lacey had a bit of a tough 10 minutes. They really focused down his side. I think he struggled to deal with that early on, but I think as the game's gone on, we've really strengthened that right-hand side, and we've really prevented them from really creating much beyond their goal.
Yeah, Lacey's done well. I do think the partnership of Long King and Fernandez has looked very strong at the back. I know we have conceded, but for the most part they've looked so cool, so composed. I don't think anyone's really had a bad game. I know we've given him a lot of flowers so far, but I feel compelled to give Vaz even more. I think he's had a really terrific game so far. I think he's been our standout player so far. Yeah,
I think he has been good, but I think it's also important to remember that we are down.
Yeah.
It hasn't been our best game. What changes do you think, if any, do you think there will be any changes at half-time? Because obviously Ronan Silva's had come on for Charlie Sayers, and we obviously only have 2 more slots for substitutes. But if we do make some at half-time, then that doesn't count as one. So what do you think there will be any changes?
I think inevitably Rhys Gregor-Cox will come on. I think we're not going to go the full 90, especially 1-0 down, without him taking to the field at any point. That's bound to happen. I can see Brennan Kiernan coming on. I think he adds something nice to the squad, a bit of pace, a bit of directness. And I can also see Harry Gardner potentially making an appearance. I think as the game drears on, set pieces are going to become more and more vital, and we're going to need someone to put a good delivery into the box. Sam Deadfield has not been bad by any means, but I do think Gardner's deliveries from a dead ball are just a step above, and we've seen it a couple of times where he's come on, taken over free kick and dead ball situations, and we've had a bit more success from him. So yeah, I think if I was in Dowser's shoes, maybe those are the players I'm looking at, but it's such a difficult job being a manager. I don't envy the position he's in at all.
Yeah, it's a tough team talk, I feel, because other than the first 10 to 15 minutes where unfortunately we conceded, I don't think we've been bad, but I also don't think Eastbourne have been bad. I think both teams, as you say, not really getting out of that second gear. We're yet to see some flowing football. Sam Deadfield has really tried to link up with Max Kretschmar, and when we've done that, it's been really good. Like, we had that chance, I think, who did it fall to? When it came out to Fasamade, and he crossed it across the face of goal.
It didn't really come out to anyone. That was the issue.
Yeah, perhaps it's just that final ball, but I think we've looked best when we've made those quick moves in midfield.
Yeah, I think also getting Ashford maybe a little bit more involved in the game. I think there's been a couple opportunities where, had he been a bit more lively, a bit more involved, maybe he's a bit quicker on his feet, a bit sharper, and he gets to a touch chance like that and gets the tap in. And I think he's been a bit isolated so far, which as a striker is always so difficult because you don't get many touches of the ball as it is. So trying to get Ashford a bit more involved, I think, can only yield positive results.
Absolutely. As Hampton Richmond Borough are back on the pitch now.
Out early.
Well, and Eastbourne Borough are swiftly out after them. Can you notice?
It's worth noting there is currently 2 Hampton and Richmond teams on the pitch. We have the men's team and the under-7s team who is doing a half-time penalty shootout with the Beavers mascot in the home end goal.
Did you see any future stars there? Any good talents?
Oh, I think my scouting days of being a football scout are well behind me.
Fair enough, fair enough. Well, we're almost back underway here at the Bev. And are you noticing any changes among either squad? I'm not noticing any.
I haven't seen any so far. Both squads kind of just going back through their re-warming up procedures, getting ready for the second half.
Definitely. Well,
I believe there's no changes of Hampton and Richmond, and I can't spot any from the visitors.
No, no changes from either side. One thing that I do want to touch upon, going as we approach this second half, is that we've got a lot of players on yellow cards. I think there was 5 yellow cards in that first half. I think 2 to Eastbourne Borough and 3 to Hampton Richmond Borough. Do you think there's anyone in danger of perhaps overstepping that mark, perhaps seeing red today? One of those players is Kwaku Frimpong, who has been booked, and he has been known to overstep, shall we say.
He's been known to overstep. I'm personally slightly more worried about Sam Deadfield. I think he has a tendency to go into tackles frustrated, and that can get him a booking.
Is he on a yellow currently?
I believe he is.
Okay.
I could be completely wrong and just slandered his good name for no reason, but I do believe he's on a booking. But yeah, I would say, as good as a player as I do believe him to be, sometimes I think he can get caught up in the emotions. So I think he could be, and especially with Gardner on the bench providing some set piece strength, he might be a player to take an early bath at the hour mark.
Well, we will soon see as players are lined up and the referee blows his whistle and the second half is underway. Max Kretschmar with a pitching wedge onto the right foot of Will Armitage, and we are underway here again. Ball back with Rohan Luthra for Eastbourne Borough.
Well, the sun has come out. We said it was an overcast day.
915.
And it's, yeah, the sun's come out. It's provided might not actually need these floodlights in the end.
It's a lovely footballing landscape, isn't it?
It really is. As Fasamade plays it centrally to Ashford, who can get a much better grasp of the ball this time. He's looking a bit sharper in the immediate beginning of this second half. Kretschmar throwing in a good challenge to stop Eastbourne progressing any further up the pitch. Throwing literally just in front of us by the halfway line here. Taken by Eastbourne down the line. No argument for a foul throw there.
Oh! Ball going over the stand above our heads and out for another throw-in from Marcus Dewhurst.
Do always wonder with the amount of balls that go out over the stand if there's people loitering in the car parks for a free match ball.
I reckon it's the kit man, you know.
That's not a bad shout.
Do you reckon? I don't know. Do you reckon he has a whip round after the game and goes and finds some balls? He must do, because balls, they're not cheap these days. These footballs.
They're really not, even though they're provided by the league, but they're not cheap at all. You would not want to run out of those resources.
Absolutely not. Dan Quick just nipping in ahead of Ashford there. Not able to do much with it as Deadfield hooks it forward, but only into the arms of Rohan Luthra.
Yeah, more of a clearance there, I think, from Deadfield in the end.
Perhaps didn't realise how much time he had.
Yeah, I think he might have just panicked on the ball there.
As Louis Fernandez
done very well there.
Dominant header against Alexander there. Fasamade, Pit Blado all over his back. loses it. Ball forward, Fasamade now. Finds Ashford on the right-hand side. Up against Dan Quick.
He's going down the right-hand side. Is he brought down?
He's
not.
I think he's given a free kick to Eastbourne Borough. I think he's giving handball.
Yeah, he is.
I think Ashford has gone down claiming a free kick there, and as a result picked up the ball, and the referee has given it handball the other way, unfortunately. So
well, it's good to see Ashford a bit more on the ball now, though. He's had a few interactions so far. We're only a few minutes into the second half, but I feel like he's been a bit more involved so far in the game, and it's only going to be good for A, his confidence, and B, his sharpness in general. So yeah, it's positive to see.
Absolutely. I'm seeing a comment. I'm seeing Sam Pearce. He's asking what's the 11 we're running with. So I'll quickly run us through it. In goal, Marcus Dewhurst. Number 3, Arduino Vaz. Number 8, Sam Deadfield. As I'm going to be interrupted here, I was reading the scores. Jake, what happened there?
Yeah, so there was a tussle between Alexander and Fernandez, and Alexander just kind of, the standing skipper has just wrapped his arm around the centre-back's face. He's gone into the book for it, and it'll be a free kick just inside the Hampton-Richmond half. But yeah, that's just a needless foul from the striker.
Sounds like a bit of handbags, maybe. Bit of handbags.
Anyway, sorry, you were going
Anyway, I'll continue with the lineup. Do interrupt me, but I'll quickly run through it. It's number 8, Sam Deadfield. Number 9, Craig Fasamade. Number 10, Max Kretschmar. Number 14, Aaron Lacey. Number 18, Sam Ashford. Number 26, Kwaku Frimpong. Number 30, David Longking. And number 37, Louis Fernandez. Number 5, Ronan Silva, came on after just 3 minutes for the unfortunate Charlie Sayers, who went off injured, holding what I believe was a calf.
Yeah, it didn't look good. Unfortunately, Hampton Richmond there just kind of had a half chance. We tried to work the ball, could have won ourselves a corner, haven't quite. Eastbourne have come away with the ball here and have won a foul just on the edge of their own third to kind of clear the danger altogether. Frustrating that, but yeah, as long as we can keep getting forward, keep being positive, that's the most important thing.
Definitely key if we're going to get back into this game, and we hope score 2 goals without reply, hopefully. But the ball is played out here to Will Armitage, the first half substitute for the stand-in skipper. The actual skipper, Mr. Harry Phipps, as the ball goes out for a goal kick to Hampton Richmond Borough.
50th minute now. When do you reckon, if we are going to see some changes, I reckon we will. When are we going to see those take place?
Well, they always say about the hour mark, don't they? That's when you kind of see most, I'd say. Perhaps you might see some earlier, because I'll be honest, I don't think we've threatened in the first 5 minutes. Admittedly, it's only 5 minutes. As Lacey puts in a strong challenge and wins the throw-in as well.
He's done very well there, Lacey. There's some real danger on there. If he didn't win that correctly, he could have A, conceded a free kick in a dangerous area, or B, let his man through on goal pretty much unchallenged.
Definitely. Very well done there from Lacey, who's definitely grown into this game, as we mentioned at half-time. Eastbourne Borough with a throw-in just in front of us. Pip Blada is going to take it, the left-back. Very tall man, Pip Blada, I'm noticing.
He is a very tall man. He eventually gets a throw-in away. It's knocked around and into that far left corner, but Fernandez can get a foot in. I believe he's won the throw-in as well. Lacey to take the throw-in, try and clear the danger of Hampton and Richmond here. Takes it down the line. Can Fasamada get anything on it? No, it's up towards Ashford, but he can't win it. Again, Lacey gets another foot onto the ball to prevent it progressing any further, and I think again wins another throw-in.
Feels like we're going to strain our necks here, kind of craning them round this. There's a lot going on behind this bollard that we have in front of us. So we're trying our best to tell you what's going on.
Long
but
throw-in taken. Again, some more handbags there. But eventually, it's
oh my word,
long.
Oh, wow! Oh wow! How do you explain that? I think it's Adam May who's just kind of cleared the ball. I don't think he's made any attempt to really shoot, but Dewhurst, I don't think he was expecting it either, and he was slightly out of position. The ball's gone over his head. It's bounced round the edge of the 6-yard box and just
kind of looped over the crossbar and rested on the top of the net. It's also, for context, for people who can't see, the ball came to May in his own half, who just caught it on a half volley in a clearance attempt, and it's yeah, made the goalkeeper a little bit nervous there. It would be a shame to have conceded a second in that manner.
Especially after he's had an all right game. I think
he's had a very good game. I personally don't think our keeper's been at fault for anything so far.
Absolutely not.
Well, commentators' curse will come back to bite me very soon, I'm sure. But yeah, I think he's had a very good game.
And he is on the ball right now, and he hoofs the ball forward towards Kretschmar, who misses out. Gives it back to Lintott, who finds Alexander on the right-hand side, who plays it through well to Burgess. Battling with Louis Fernandez on the right-hand side. Fernandez does well, but now it's Alexander. Back to Burgess. Can they find a cross? He does. Comes to Long King, deals with it well. Shot!
Handball appeals. I don't think that's too accurate.
It was Grout that got the effort away. But
I think it struck Long King, who did have his arms behind his back, so it would have been impressive if he managed to handball it.
Dan Quick battling with Kretschmar here. And he's won a corner. Well battled from Kretschmar there. He wasn't favourite to win that ball, but he did well.
He's done very well, and I think this is the perfect, like what we were saying at half time and actually even pre-game, this is another set piece opportunity where we have a real chance to really threaten that defence and really apply some pressure, really even the odds here. Can we deliver with quality? We can. Fernandez flicks it on. It's going to be another corner from the same position. Kretschmar to take again. Right-footed in swung. Will it be another near poster?
Kretschmar's delivery has been very good, I have said today. He's had, I think is it 2 or 3 corners he's had?
He's had a couple, and it's been notably good.
Can one of our danger men get their head on this corner?
I think it's going to be another near post. No, it's not.
It's a back post, and it hasn't gone particularly well,
No.
and into the hands of Rohan Luthra.
It's been collected and cleared. But in the process, he's kicked someone. He's kicked Kretschmar.
It looked like he sliced it, went off hobbling. I don't really know.
It looks like he's hurt his ankle there.
He's turned away from the pitch. I don't really know what's happening here, but not the best corner from Max Kretschmar there.
Referee has stopped the game here for the injury.
Subkeeper is warming up for Eastbourne Borough. He's been sent out.
I would say got back to his feet, but he never left his feet, the keeper. He's walking again and looks ready to take a drop ball or a free kick. Is it a free kick that's been awarded?
I think it is a free kick. Right on the edge of the box there. And we're back underway.
Full of energy again now that the ball's live.
The healing power of the ball. But given away to Long King.
Forward. Ashford's done well there. Advantage played. Ronan Silva through the midfield. Fasamade has just so much about bodies around him. The first touch doesn't help him out at all. And there's a counter-attack on for Eastbourne now. Driving through the midfield. Vaz is chasing the ball. Slides after it. Can't win it. Ball still coming forward, but now down the left-hand side. Flick through. Lacey in the way. Intercepts. And he's going to clear it, but not too far. Eastbourne still on the ball. They can regather and they can go again now.
Got a frantic few seconds there as Grout dances past a couple. Great tackle from Long King there. But across,
and
too
across
heavy.
the box, way too heavy.
Adam May with another attempt, but it's blocked by Deadfield. He comes away with it here. Trying to find Ashford.
Ashford's going to jostle for this here. He's done well.
He's done very well.
Ashford can pick it up. Oh, he just anticipates the contact and it never comes. He loses his balance slightly.
Just need that little bit of luck, I find. I felt like we did well there, but couldn't quite break away.
It's this. We're looking to try and get into these physical battles, and we're not doing badly in them, but we just can't break away at pace once we come out of them. And we just need that ball to kind of like bounce in our favour a little bit.
Yeah, as it's here with Armitage. Out to Lintott, who tries to flick it forward towards Burgess, but Long King's on hand to sweep up. Hoofed forward again. Frimpong battling with Eastman. And it's Kretschmar, it's Deadfield that comes away with it. Into Silva. All the way back to Fernandez. Gives it to Long King. Rolls it to Vaz, who beats his man. Driving into a bit of open space here, Vaz. Finds Kretschmar, gets a strike. Few calls for handball. Nothing doing for the ref, but it's fallen to Fasanmade here. Back to Frimpong. Drills it into Fasanmade on the edge of the box. Get a shot away! And it's over the top, and it's over the crossbar, but promising signs.
Yeah, I don't mind that, personally. I mean, it would have been nicer to get a more clear look at goal. He did have some defenders between him and the keeper, but at the same time, we need to start troubling the keeper a bit. But you've got to shoot if you want to score. It's not a fantastic effort, but
yeah, you know what they say: if you don't buy a ticket,
you can't win the raffle.
Exactly. And that one was a raffle. That was a tough raffle, but it's an effort nonetheless.
We do have a bit of a tendency to kind of have these attacking sprees and then it fizzles out and don't even get a shot off. So I'd much rather see an effort like that that goes out for a goal kick than we turn the ball over and we allow a counter-attack.
As the ball's out to Silva on the left-hand side, and he's won a throw-in off Lintott out there. Into Frimpong, he's got a man on from Burgess. All the way back to Long King. Unfortunately, tries to play it forward towards Kretschmar, but it's picked off by Armitage. And now it's Vaz, who's pulled back there, and that'll be another yellow card. The third yellow card for someone for pulling back Edwino Vaz on the counter-attack. And I don't know who it is.
Does seem to be give Vaz the ball and we get a free kick at the moment. They're hacking him, pulling him, doing anything they can to stop him.
Well, he's just so good at beating that man and driving with it, isn't he? He's just
his technical ability is stark.
We are waiting to see who that yellow card was. I suspect it might have been Kai Corbett. Or no, he's on the left-hand side in front of me. I'm being told it was Arthur Grout, the right winger for Eastbourne Borough. As Kretschmar's going to swing this one in. It's a dangerous one, but Luthra yet again comes out to claim that ball. Plays it long, trying to find his striker. But Vaz does well, gives it out to Kretschmar, who's in the left-back position now. Plays it forward down the line, looking for Silva, but a foul has been given against Vaz here, and he's not particularly happy. And probably because he's going into the book. It was a bit high.
Bit high. I do think that's maybe at least from where I'm sat, it's harsh for a booking.
Yeah, Eastman is down, but we've seen him down before, and he seemed all right.
And he seems all right.
Much cheese. What do you call a lot of cheese? What's the collective noun for cheese?
Well, we're in West London, so the charcuterie boards.
A charcuterie board,
yeah. The charcuterie board's probably not out of place.
If you're French, a fromagerie, maybe. I don't know. Yeah. And we're back in play now. It's Dan Quick on the ball.
The game's so gone.
He pops it forward. It's Deadfield battling, but it's fallen to Adam May with a bit of space, and he's looked to shove a strike from halfway.
Well, he's been inspired from earlier, just crossing the halfway line. That one was it with intent. It was a bit concerning that he won the ball back off, and instantly the back four are unprotected. There's no other line for them to break through this. They just need to get past one or two defenders, and they're in on goal, having bypassed the midfield. And he's looked to hit it long, catch the keeper off guard, but he just can't get it on target.
Luis Fernandez with a dominant header away. Bit of head tennis, and it falls to Adam May. Bursting through the midfield, gives it out to Corbett on the left-hand side. One-on-one with Lacey here. Cuts inside, gets a shot away, but it's safely wide.
Safely wide. Wasn't the worst option. There was a lot of space between Macy and the next defender there. The attacker realised that, tried to cut inside, hit that space, knew he could swing a shot round. It is safely wide, but it was a real opportunity for Eastbourne.
It really was. Perhaps the shot wasn't the best option. Maybe could have found. I think Alexander was making a little little run into the pocket, but a shot was taken on
here off the goal kick.
I think it might have been Ashford battling perhaps too tenaciously.
Well, we've crossed the hour mark. We haven't even seen any substitutions yet.
I am seeing Harry Gardner putting a shirt on the... Oh, no, who is that? Is that Reece Grego-Cox?
I believe it is.
Well, we did say he was the man who might be able to change something for Hampton Richmond Borough. But
would it be a like-for-like replacement?
One would think so, I think. I can see an Ashford for Grego-Cox substitution. Not that Ashford... I think Ashford's actually been quite good the second half. I think he's really battled hard against those physically large centre-backs.
Yeah, I don't know who else would make way. I believe it. Yeah, I agree with you. I think it would be Ashford. I don't know who else would make way. I think we're seeing maybe a couple of changes here. There's a few other players getting stripped and ready. Just receiving instructions right now. We'll
soon see, but it's Eastbourne Borough on the ball on the right-hand side. And the ball's gone out for a throw-in. Long King looks like he's going to take it, but Vaz is telling him, no, let me have this one.
And it's been ordered back pretty much immediately.
Up to Ronan Silva.
Can't quite keep
Battles
it
for it, falls
Vaz.
to Vaz. George Alexander's complaining a lot here. He seems to be throwing his arms up a lot. I'm not really seeing anything to get too irked about.
Neither, but
short winners up.
Big header win by Isaac Pitblado there. Former Beaver.
Lacey to take a throw in just in front of us here. Deep into the opposition half. Nodded on by Fasamade. Ashford's been pulled down there, but nothing given. Was a little bit soft, but there was a you could see a visible tug of the shirt and a lunge in there.
Yeah, I always say when you can see the shirt like coming back off him, it seems like that's a lot of contact, but nothing doing for the referee. Perhaps on another day, or yeah, you never know. But play continues here with Eastbourne. Adam May back to Armitage, gives it out to Lintott. Plays it forward down the line but there's no one there. So Dewhurst picks up the ball and punts it forward, looking for Kretschmar. Gets up well. Doesn't win it. Long King. Bit of pinball here, bit of head tennis. Louis Fernandez with a bit of composure. Dewhurst once again, punting it long. Both teams struggling to really like string some passes together. It's a lot of head tennis, quite messy.
Yeah, that kind of like composure we were talking about in the first half seems to kind of gone out of the game. Those passes aren't being strung together with the same efficiency. I believe it's like Craig Fasamade.
Yes, it is going to be Fasamade
leaving the field.
Fasamade is coming off, and it's going to be Brendan Kiernan. Brendan Kiernan, a man that we spoke about before the game.
And a bit of directness.
And it looks like it's going to be Reece Grego-Cox. We're yet to see who it's going to be.
You were right, it is Ashford.
It's going to be Ashford. So, 2 changes. We've got Reece Grego-Cox and Brendan Kiernan coming on, and Craig Fasamade and Sam Ashford coming off. What are your thoughts on those changes?
I mean, they make sense. I would have liked to keep Craig Fasamade. He's not had his best game. It's not been quite at it, but I think he's good on the ball. He can drive forward. He's someone who I personally would have liked to keep on, but I can understand why he's been taken off. But I think, yeah, having Kiernan and Grego-Cox come on is a very good option. I'm a little bit shocked it's taken to the 66th minute for Grego-Cox to come on. I thought he would have come on a lot sooner. But
perhaps, yeah, I can see that.
But yeah, I think having that double substitution up at the top, it can give us some pace, help us get in behind, switch things up a little bit, make us a little bit less predictable, and see out the game strong. Yeah, and
one word I would use to describe both, actually, Grego-Cox and Brendan Kiernan, is energy.
Yes.
They fight for every ball, and I think that's what we need here. I feel like
bit of tenacity.
Bit of tenacity, exactly.
Kiernan going down the right-hand side now. He's threatening to get inside the box. He puts a cross across the face of the box.
Oh, and it's in! And he smacks Kretschmar with the header! Come on!
It's 1-1, and Kiernan has an instant impact.
What a cross! Brendan Kiernan one-on-one with his man, manages to dig out a cross, and it's Kretschmar. He's arrived late from the edge of the box, and it's a lovely glancing header past Luthra in the Eastbourne net. 1-1.
Well, that's what we were saying. We need someone in the box who's going to gamble, who's going to go for those, who's going to put himself in a position where if there is a ball that the defence don't pick up on, it's just by no means a tap in. That was a well-worked finish. It's headed quite nicely from the middle of the box into the far side, beating the keeper quite convincingly. And now we really do have a game on our hands. 1-1. Just over 20 minutes remaining. We always say that last 20 minutes, we said it right from the beginning, is when we really get into it, really get our teeth into it. This ground becomes a bit of a cauldron. It really starts to heat up as we've been having it all game. And now we can really put some pressure on here and make it a real 6-pointer now for the last 20 minutes.
Absolutely, and Douse is going to be thrilled down there, bringing on Kiernan and Gregor Cox. He'll be saying it's all him. It's all him.
And like we said, the inevitability of Reece Gregor Cox, could we see a winner from the substitute striker with that aura that he carries with him?
Could we see a winner? Well, we'll soon see, but it's 1-1 here at the Bev. Max Kretschmar with a lovely glancing header past Luthra into the... Where would you call that in the net? I'd call it the middle left, maybe.
Yeah, I think if we want to get technical about it, it's just left of middle, maybe.
Just left of middle,
just
okay.
left of middle. Sounds like a political party we're describing here.
Oh, Christ.
We've had a comment, Jeff Baker believing Reece Gregor Cox should have come on sooner, and I can understand that sentiment very well.
We can understand it, but
he is on now, and he's got 20 minutes or so to be a hero and to win 3 points for the Beavers today.
He looks eager.
He is very eager.
You could say he's an eager Beaver.
He's always a tenacious player, and he fights for everything. Lots of energy. He'll be looking to give it his all.
Eastman's gone down there holding his face, but nothing doing for the referee.
We'll say the composure from Eastbourne since conceding has seemed to evaporate from the stadium.
And it's Ronan Silver, he's in!
Oh, Ronan Silver, that's a great chance. He's got to take it. He's just maybe leant back a little bit as it's just rose above the crossbar.
He's one-on-one with the keeper there. He's burst past, I think it's Lintott, who's the right back for Eastbourne Borough. He's managed to get the wrong side of him. Perhaps just lacked a bit of composure there. Perhaps it fell on his wrong side, maybe. But he's ended up ballooning the shot into the away fans.
We'll say the more intense Hampton Richmond can make this game, and the less stoppages, the more the ball's on the pitch. As I say that, as the referee has just called time, I think Eastbourne heads are completely gone, and there's maybe some gamesmanship, a couple players going down. Medics come onto the pitch to give assistance.
The magic water.
The magic water, the magic sponge as it used to be in Football Manager.
Yeah, the magic sponge, lovely. Now it's now the magic spray, isn't it?
It's the magic spray, yeah, the deep heat. But yeah, it does look like Eastbourne have lost all composure on both sides of the pitch, and Hampton and Richmond really need to take advantage of this and solidify a lead here.
Definitely
Keep the pace in the game. Don't let it fizzle out.
Well, it looks like there's going to be a change for Eastbourne Borough, a pair of changes. Actually, we're yet to see who they are going to be, but it looks like they are stripped and are ready to go here, as it's Will Armitage that's currently down injured. A first-half substitute, so if he is to come off, he would have been coming on and off. Unsure what is wrong with him, but perhaps muscular.
There's a few checks going on here from the physio on number 14.
Perhaps a nosebleed. He seems to be got the dabbing on his face there. But yeah, it's going to be it's 20 minutes, just under 20 minutes to go here at the Bev. 1-1.
There will be some added time, obviously, because of this stoppage.
Absolutely. So we're probably looking at perhaps 20, 25 minutes left in this game. Where do you see this game going? It's an intriguing watch.
Well, I think it's setting itself up for a last-minute hero quite nicely. And momentum have swung quite favourably towards the home side. And
a change here for Eastbourne Borough. Harvey Skeeters is coming on. And I think it's Arthur Grout that's come off. And Harvey Lintott is also making way for Archie Taylor, former Beaver Archie Taylor. Will he haunt his old side? Yet to be said. I think someone in the chat was saying, oh, as the ball comes our way.
Dangerously close to some of our equipment here. Lacey leaning over the fence there to collect the ball, as you see at this level.
Lacey gets up, wins the header well. Eastbourne heads it back. Falls to Frimpong, who has a shot. Oh, and it nearly falls to Ronan Silva.
Ronan Silva, that's what we said earlier, just about someone gambling on a loose ball. That it was meant as a shot, but it almost was like an Ozil-esque pass towards that back post, kind of curving back in, and had Silva. He gambled on it. He very nearly got to it. Had he got to it, almost certainly a goal, no?
Almost certainly. He's through on goal. He's what, 7-8 yards out? It's
at best.
If it isn't a goal, it would be a terrible miss. But he didn't quite get there, unfortunately. And as we say that, Burgess now has gone down injured for the away side.
I think the away side have figured out some gamesmanship might be required to take the sting out of this game.
Perhaps. It doesn't look too good for Burgess. Hopefully just a bit of cramp.
Hopefully just cramp.
Hopefully, but yeah.
I don't like to accuse oppositions of gamesmanship, but we do see it quite often here at the Bev, where we start building some momentum and suddenly injuries are galore from the opposition, so can't help but connect the dots.
Yes, but it is a shame, as I have to say, all the momentum is with Hampton and Richmond Borough.
Yeah, it's been all our way so far, and going forward, Eastbourne now just look completely uncollected. We've seen, I think we can currently see some instructions coming out, kind of a gathering of Eastbourne players trying to figure out what's the best route of approach, trying to reorganise themselves, get themselves set again, or maybe hobbling off here might not be some gamesmanship. It does look like a genuine injury.
Yeah, not a pretty sight. Burgess having to be helped off the field. And Edwino Vaz very kindly carrying him off with the Eastbourne physio. And there's going to be another change here. Burgess making way. Who for, we will soon let you know. Some good drumming going on, I have to say. Some good drumming from the fans.
Yeah, some great support from the fans. Just behind the Eastbourne goal.
And it's going to be number 29, Kingsley Anokye, that's come on for Burgess. Looks like it's a like-for-like switch. He's just slotted into that.
Attacking. Loop it forward here. Gregor Cox challenges, can't quite win it on the edge of the box. He would have been through had he got the ball there. Headed back. Gregor Cox goes up, challenges it, wins the ball. It's a bit of a melee, just bodies everywhere. Foul, free kick to Hampton and Richmond in a very threatening situation here. This could be either a shot or a cross.
It could be, and I think it will be. It's either Deadfield or Kretschmar who's going to take this. Which one do you think it favours? Perhaps the left foot or the right foot?
It's dead centre. It's absolutely dead centre. It'll be about where the wall comes up, I think.
That'll inform it. Both can stand in front.
We will soon see.
Does look like it's going to be put towards the left-hand side post. The way they're lining up. Wall is on the right-hand side. Keeper paying great attention to this. I think it's going to be Kretschmar to swing it in.
Swing it in, or is he going to have an effort?
I think for an effort, it looks teed up a bit better for Sam Deadfield. He doesn't look as interested in it.
Perhaps. So referee blows his whistle. Kretschmar steps over it. Deadfield swings it into the back post. Goes to Lacey.
Keeper collects and comes away with it. Eastbourne have the opportunity for a counter-attack. They look to play it through the midfield. Vaz wins it. He's going back. Instant counter-attack from Vaz. He swings it across. Rhys Gregor Cox was there, but the defence deals with it well, and they've cleared it. But only to Kretschmar. Now out to Vaz, who can keep it in just about. Tossle for possession there. And it's gone out for a throw-in.
Pressure building here. It's all Hampton and Richmond Borough at the moment. I can't remember the last time George Alexander touched the ball, to be honest. But here it is with Kretschmar. Wins a free kick.
Another opportunity to get the ball into the box here.
Former Beaver Archie Taylor a bit overzealous there in his attempts to win the ball from Kretschmar, and we'll swing it, and it will be Kretschmar to swing it in again. It was Lacey who won the header last time. Can he, or one of his teammates, in fact?
Well, Lacey's here at the back, furthest at the back post. If the ball can come out that far.
We'll see.
He's got the chance.
Not much room for a run up here at the Bev, unfortunately, as the free kick's right on the touchline. But it's going to be Kretschmar, swing it in. Who's underneath it? The keeper's come. He's not got there, but it's cleared away. It's cleared away well. And Frimpong heads it to safety.
Oh, that's a great tackle from
superb
Lacey.
challenge from Aaron Lacey. He had to get there, and he did. Isaac Pitblado is feeling the effects of that one.
Yeah, it's taken him a minute to get to his feet, and understandably so. It's a very strong tackle, and that's what I'm talking about. That intensity that we need to kind of carry us through. That's what we need.
Absolutely, and I think it's that energy that perhaps Kiernan and Gregor Cox are providing here. Just that level of fresh legs, and of course the equaliser has given us that momentum. Really,
we'll talk about an instant impact from Kiernan. Instantly coming on, going down the right, and getting that assist.
Absolutely, super sub.
Well, just over 10 minutes left of regulation time. I'm sure there'll be some additional to come on. So thumped forward by the keeper. Couple of afters, but eventually goes out for a throw-in in favour of Eastbourne.
Ball into Inokie, who loses out, gives it to Frimpong. Dan Quick thumps it forward, claiming took a deflection on the way through, but referee disagrees. Going to be a goal kick to Hampton and Richmond Borough. Marcus Dewhurst to take. There's a sense of urgency about Hampton and Richmond Borough now. There's a real sense that we want to go and pick up the 3 points from this game.
Yeah, well, the 3 points are there to be won, and Eastbourne's defence has it's slipped away a bit. It's not quite as sturdy as it was, and we're getting so many more chances in this last 10 minutes than we had the previous 60.
Absolutely.
Real chance now for us to go forward and grab something from this.
Bit of head tennis. Falls to Deadfield. Wins the throw-in on the far side, but
Vaz has ran on, looped into the box.
Falls to Silva, heads it on. Silva! Silva! Oh!
Just needed to keep it just a tad down. Had the power, had the direction, just crept over the bar.
Ronan Silva, what a chance. It's fallen onto his right foot, and he's just leaning back a little bit.
I feel sorry from that. I feel like he was slightly stretching at that second chance. That's always difficult not to be leaning back at it when you're stretching at it, but it's so encouraging to see us getting these chances now after kind of having that 70 minutes, 65 minutes-ish of not quite deadlock, but just not really making anything of value.
Absolutely. Long kick.
Kiernan
Through to Kiernan. What can he do with it? Kiernan gets a shot away. Great block, Pitblado.
But Eastbourne really living dangerously now. Long King sniffs out the danger really efficiently. Ball back with Hampton and Richmond. Deadfield fouled from the back. It's going to be a free kick right on the halfway line. Is it going to be taken quickly? No, because the ball is not returned to the spot quick enough. It's an opportunity to lump the ball forward here now. Fernandez getting forward. Lump towards no one in particular. Frimpong can put it back into that area though. Reese Gagan Cox.
Fernandez!
Fernandez, it's blocked. Long King plays it in towards Silva.
Spun his man well. Can you cross it? Falls to, oh!
And that is as close as you can come. Silva spun his man, put the ball across the face of goal. Reese Gogo Cox can't quite get there. It takes a heavy touch off Kiernan, who can't just get the power on it to beat the keeper. It's on target. I think he was trying to take a touch to get a shot off. It's now Kiernan going down the right-hand side, tries to put a cross on, it's blocked, goes out for a throw-in.
how close can you get without scoring? And I think that's the answer.
That it's fallen to Kiernan at the back post, and his touch just evaded him. Can't get strike away,
I
maybe.
think he got stuck between trying to hit it first time and taking a touch. He just didn't decide which one to go for.
Caught in two minds, maybe.
Yeah.
As Corbett's fouled by Lacey. Stopping a counter-attack, so not the end of the world. And we're going to see a couple more changes here for Hampden Richmond Borough. Looks like it's going to be Mike Atkinson and Harry Gardner to enter the fray.
But who for? I think Sam Deadfield now coming off. Handing the captain's armband over.
You are correct. It's going to be Sam Deadfield making way for Mr. Mike Atkinson.
Crushmar now taking the captain's armband, and Frimpong also making way. Just a bit more energy now, a bit more legs in that midfield to kind of carry us through the next 10 minutes or so with added time. Harry Gardner may be brought on for those set-piece opportunities.
Absolutely. Well, we have taken Deadfield off, so we have lost a bit of set-piece, but we've also gained a bit of set-piece. So, like for like. That was weird. I didn't like that.
Did not like that.
Did not like that. Here is Eastman. It's through to Anokye, gets a strike! And it's in.
Just as we had the momentum our way, Eastbourne have grabbed something.
And it's the substitute, Kingsley Anokye. Eastman played a ball through the lines. Anokye on the turn, first time finish. Past Dewhurst into the bottom left-hand corner. I think I'm trying to think where that's come from.
Absolutely nowhere.
Just a defensive switch off, maybe. Perhaps not picking up the men we were supposed to. We've just made changes. It's hard to really say, but Anokye had a lot of space there to get his shot away, and he's made us pay. He's
really made us pay with that chance there. It's completely against the run of the game. It was really, if you were a betting man, you really would have said that was going Hampton and Richmond's way. And just completely against the run of play, they've grabbed something. It's a tidy finish.
It's a very tidy finish, and for a man who's just come on the pitch, he's done very well there. But we're back underway again. 2-1 to Eastbourne Borough. Away at the Bev. Kingsley Anokye with what seems at the moment to be a late winner, but all hope is not lost.
We've got 5 minutes left of regulation time plus added time. We've said that kind of inevitability about Reece Grego Cox. Kiernan is looking lively. We've been looking lively since that substitution. By no means is this over, and we have seen at the Bev before 2 goals in added time to change a result. Could be seeing it again here today. I wouldn't put it out of the realm of possibility. Refs ordered the ball in. The goalkeeper's still taking his time. Surely that has to...
I think that goal kick has taken a good 40 seconds there. He walked across his 6-yard box at a snail's pace as Gardner puts in a hefty challenge for his first touch. Louis Fernandez with the header away. Alexander heads it through. Vaz with the challenge. Referee says no penalty. Looked to me like he just managed to get across Skeeters there.
Do you think that's 6 of one, half dozen of the other? A penalty there would have been quite harsh. Long King jumps in for that, wins it, leaves his man on the floor, no whistle. Atkinson plays it out left-hand side. Vaz looks to go, turns his man, plays it back into the midfield.
Here's Vaz.
Throw in to one by Vaz, who is not looking too healthy here, limping just a touch.
As we see a change for Eastbourne Borough. Looks like it's going to be Eastman to make way, trudging off the pitch. No real haste there, as you wouldn't expect there to be much haste. And
ball's played forward from the throw-in. Gardner looks to challenge it. He can't quite get there. Ball now, Kiernan on the right-hand side. Can he drive? He does. He's inside the box. Going forward, has to look back. beats his man now. Going through the box, brought down. Referee.
He's given a dive.
He's given a dive.
And Kiernan goes into the book. Ooh.
A booking.
It didn't look like there was no contact, that's what I would say. Whether it was enough to go down, I'm unsure, but it didn't look like a dive, that's for sure.
It did not look like a dive at all. I think, look, it can be. It's possible to go down in the box having had contact and it's not a dive.
Yeah, I agree.
It's possible to go down. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just
the free kick's taken here. Long King's underneath it. A dominant header. Gardner flicks it on. Finds Kiernan. And his pass has gone out of play, and it's going to be a throw-in for Eastbourne Borough on this near side. It's going to be Pip Blado to take it. Again, Walk just stumbling over almost, making no effort to take it at any great pace.
Throw in now. Opportunity for a long throw in for Eastbourne. There's about 90 seconds left of regulation. They don't take it long, but they are near the box. Kind of tussled in that far left corner now. Playing for time. The away fans really playing into the theatre here. Long throw in for Hampton and Richmond. They're going to look to play it down the line. It aims towards Reece Gregor. Can't quite get there. It's come loose in the midfield. And Eastbourne can recover.
Down the line. And to George Alexander, who's offside. I'm just being told that might genuinely be the first offside of the match.
I think I do think it could be.
I don't remember one, which is odd. Gregor Cox fighting for a header. Ball out to Corbett here. He's fouled. Aaron Lacey, an unfortunate one, didn't mean it. But unfortunately it is a foul, and it's going to be a free kick to Eastbourne Borough.
We're just ticking over to the 90th minute mark. We're bound to see the scoreboard go up in a second with how many minutes left.
Gardner, flicked on by Atkinson, flicked on by Kretschmar, who seems to be fouled, gone down claiming one, nothing doing for the referee. Aaron Lacey tries to clear it.
Fourth official has indicated 7 minutes here.
7 minutes. I think that's justified as well. We've had plenty of injuries here, mainly Eastbourne Borough players, and we've also had, what, 6 substitutions?
Yeah, I think that's about right. I think last time we grabbed 2 goals in that in injury time, it was 7 added minutes.
Don't say it. Do not say it.
Commentator's curse here.
Here's Inokie, trying to keep it in the corner for his side, and he still has it here. Kiernan's won it from him. Looks long, but can only find Dan Quick, the centre-back. George Alexander now. Again, trying to keep it in the corner. Eastbourne Borough doing quite a good job here of keeping it away from their own goal and keeping it in Hampton and Richmond Borough's corner. Throw-in's taken. George Alexander backing up against his defender. Gives it to Corbett. Tries to play it down the line, but loss of communication there, and it's going to be a goal kick to Hampton Richmond Borough. And Dewhurst is running after that ball.
Got a real lot. We can definitely equalise here with the remaining time left. We've been so good for the last 20 minutes. Just had one unfortunate moment.
Dewhurst takes the kick. Looking for Gregor Cox under the high ball. Misses out. Falls to George Alexander, who hoofs it. Hooks it over his right shoulder. But it falls to Dewhurst, who's a long way out of his goal here. Shields it out for a throw-in.
Nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely nothing wrong. The throw-in's taken, given back to Dewhurst, who's going to look to pump it long here. Can Hampton and Richmond Borough find a flick? Can they bring it down, create something? Calls of your rubbish as it's taken.
Are those the exact lyrics?
No, but they're the ones I use on YouTube. Anyway, Long King on the ball. Dewhurst, lovely composure. Little Cruyff turn past Alexander. He's going to look long. Gregor Cox with the flick, but it falls to an Eastbourne player. Atkinson on the ball, gives it out to Kiernan, not Fasamade. The Fasamade replacement is Kiernan, drives at Pit Blado. Can he get a cross in? No, blocked by Pit Blado, but it's going to be a corner to Hampden and Richmond Borough. 92 minutes 45 on the clock, 97 minutes to play. Can Hampden and Richmond Borough find a late equaliser here? I believe it's going to be Kretschmar to take the corner. Only one player is back for Hampden and Richmond Borough, and that's Edwino Vaz. The cross comes in, it falls to Kiernan, can't sort his feet out. Gardner picks up the ball, but he gives it away. It's Corbett. Cool. Wins a throw. But the throw-in's given to Eastbourne Borough. Gardner had the ball in his hands. He almost threw the ball.
Yeah, that was frustrating. There was a real kind of like mix-up in the box as that corner came in. There's a real opportunity for someone to take a gamble, get something on it, but no, Eastbourne have relieved the pressure now. We've got it all to do again.
Here's Alexander. Gives the ball away to Atkinson, who's driving forward with it now. Gives it out to Vaz, who tries to find Silva, but he's given the ball away.
Just jumped in there, but although he hasn't won the ball, he's neither got the man and the heavy touch as put it out for a goal kick. So he's inadvertently won the ball back there.
We take it. We take it, especially when there is just under 3 minutes left. Dewhurst fires that ball forward. Ronan Silva's underneath it, but he can't manage to flick it on, and it goes out for a throw-in. Time eking away here.
Time not on Hampton Richmond's side.
No.
I'm still questioning why the floodlights have been on.
Yeah.
Throw-in taken long by Eastbourne. It's headed back in. It's around the halfway line, and Hampton Richmond will collect it as it just fizzles out for a throw-in.
Ball boy
Vaz to take.
Ball boy showing great energy there. Let's give that ball to Vaz as Dewhurst's going to ping this ball forward. He's driving it forward. Launches it. It's Gregor Cox underneath it. Falls to Kiernan. Oh, can't quite get it under control. It's cleared away.
Gregor Cox has done brilliantly there just to come out of nowhere and win that flick on. He's been doing that since he's come on. Vaz has done brilliantly, taking it under control, driving down the left-hand side, slipped in. Silva now. The cross is blocked. It's out for a throw-in to Hampton and Richmond.
1 minute 30. 90, just over 90 seconds left. It's going to be a throw-in on this far side. It's going to be Reece Gregor Cox to take it. It's going to be long. Only one player is back for Hampden Richmond Borough, and that's Edwino Vaz. Every other player is either on the edge of the box or in the box. The ball comes in. It's headed away. Forced to Kiernan, gets a strike away! And it's over the bar.
We've seen that shot 4 or 5 times today where it comes out to that kind of that half space inside the box, and it's just head leaning back, and it's just lifted over the bar.
It is. Yeah, as you say, we've seen that a couple times, just leaning back, just maybe snatching at it a little bit. Could that
handful
be
of
the last
very
chance?
similar chances that had to be maybe a bit more composure, a bit less power. It's a completely different scoreline.
Goal kick's taken.
Gardner wins.
Good win by Gardner, or H as he's known. Foul. Trusty has fouled Luis Fernandez, and this probably will be the last play of the game. 30 seconds left on the clock. It's going to be a free kick. Dewhurst is going up. He's been given the all clear from Douse.
Kretschmar to take it. Everyone is in there. Only Vaz is back on the halfway line.
Kretschmar to take. Referee blows his whistle. It's swung in. It's gone to the front post. It's won by an Eastbourne Borough player, but Mike Atkinson heads it back and it's cleared away. And it's Vaz versus Corbett here. Vaz has got to deal with it. He's not dealt with it. He's still fighting. He's done well there, Vaz, but we need to get it up the other end.
Well, Vaz has actually done pretty well there not to concede a goal, and he's put it into an area which just isn't dangerous. But not conceding is not the issue now. We need a goal, and referee's checking his watch.
The 7 minutes is up.
He's touching his watch. He's going to let this play on. Jussell in the corner for possession. Hampton and Richmond win the throw-in. Need to lob it up quickly here. Harry Gardner now on the ball. He loses out. And a shot's got off. Whistle to the referee's
And that is
whistle.
the full-time whistle. 2-1 Eastbourne Borough against Hampton and Richmond. A crushing defeat. 2-1. What initial thoughts?
That's just deeply disappointing from a Hampton and Richmond perspective, obviously. We had a real chance. We've had the better chance. I know it's cliche to say, but we really have had the better chances of this game. And we had a real opportunity today to really put ourselves out of that relegation dogfight. We just didn't seem to maybe too interested in. It's so frustrating. We had so many chances in those half spaces where the ball was just hit too hard, too high, raised over the bar. Just any of those chances are just kept on target, and it's probably 3 or 4 to the home side today. Eddie, what's your immediate reaction?
It's gut-wrenching, isn't it? Especially after a second half like that. First 10 minutes we weren't great. We went 1-0 down, but we built into the game so well, and in that second half we got that equaliser through Max Kretschmar, and it felt like we were going to go on and get that winner, and then out of nowhere Anokye's just popped up with that late winner in the 85th minute, and it's gut-wrenching really, because it's hard to, you can't say like, oh, we didn't deserve it, but I do feel like on the balance we probably had the better chances. XG we probably had more of, if you're that way inclined.
I think it's hard to be optimistic in moments like this where we've lost in the last 5-10 minutes of a game, but the chances we've created, the performance we've put in, on a different day we win this game, and I think it's just so frustrating.
Absolutely.
There's positives to go in with the future. This is not down in the dumps. This is not by any means panic time for Hampton Richmond. It's merely just disappointing, but hopefully we can regather. The Hampton Richmond boys are having a bit of a team talk with Douse on the pitch in a circle. They'll be gutted at how things have ended. And
shall we have a little look at the other games in the National League South to wrap up?
To wrap up, let's just go through the results and let's see what else has happened today.
So, quick wrap up. Chippenham Town have beaten Maidenhead 1-0. Dagenham and Redbridge 0, AFC Totton 2. Dorking drawn 1-1 with Chesham United. Ebbsfleet United have drawn 2-2 with Farnborough. Enfield have played out a draw 1-0 with Bath City. Hemel Hempstead have beaten Tunbridge Angels 1-0. Hornchurch 2, Worthing 1. Salisbury 0, Maidstone United 1. Slough versus Dover is 1-1, and Chelmsford have beaten Torquay 5-0. But here at the Bev, it is finished 2-1 to Eastbourne Borough against Hampton and Richmond. A tough day at the office, but
very tough.
We will be back.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we'll be back, and there are positives for the future. There are things to look forward to. This is not by any means panic stations, and there is a way we can go forward from here.
Absolutely, and our next game at the Bev will be against Dover on the 7th of March. Be there or be square. We have been your host for today. Thank you for watching. See you later.
Bye for now.